Hello and welcome. You have found your way to TPK Roleplay. We are so very glad you're here and hope you enjoy your stay. Over the course of just a few more weeks, we shall play our way through the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure module, Curse of Strahd. One encounter with a hag disgusted them. A second challenged them. A third emboldened them. How will they feel after the fourth? We shall have to wait and see. First and foremost, no attempts to make this story child appropriate have occurred. While necessary changes to problematic material in the original has been rewritten, this is still a dark and stormy gothic horror story. This actual play stream contains adult language, descriptions of violence and light gore, scary images, and well, as long as they're in a swamp, the occasional leech-filled exploding zombies, red misty vampire ghosts, and a poor, sweet, innocent old lady just hanging out before they came in to wreck her. I don't know what they were thinking. And generally speaking, a great deal of darkness. Our players are here to bring the light. Safety tools are in place for the players, but you as a viewer do not have such a luxury. So if you do have a sensitivity to any of the listed topics, please keep the teleportation spell prepped and readied. Misty Step works quite well to get out of tight situations at the last moment. Barring that readied action, kick back, relax, keep all heads, hands, paws, and claws inside the stream at all times. Slap that follow button to join the wonderful world of a TPK roleplay. Click the Discord link that I am certain will spontaneously appear in chat really at any moment at all. And above all else, be good. That's the rule. Be good. Second, with no other announcements in mind, I thought I might take a moment to introduce the wonderful players that have gathered around this digital table. Everyone here will take a moment to say hello, introduce themselves and their characters, other projects they're working on, games they're playing, etc., etc., etc. And a extra question that I didn't give you enough time to think about, so I'll have to riff a moment afterwards. When and why was a time your character was last disciplined or had to deal with the consequences of their decisions? That's the question. When was the last time they were either disciplined in a memorable way or had to deal with the consequences of their decisions? That's the question. We shall have to wait and see what other consequences they might run into. So, for our introductions, beginning in the upper left corner of your screen, they are the D12 of the set. They're powerful and a rare piece, awaiting the moment to make a massive impact. Everyone smiles when they get a chance to roll with the one and only Niffer.
Hi. You started with D12, and I'm like, hang on now. And then you explained it. I'm like, okay, that's slightly better. Hi, I'm Niffer. I am the TPK Gremlin and intern. And I am also, most importantly this week, a Jasper's Game Day ambassador. And Jasper's Game Week is happening right now. And they are a wonderful charity that is active in the online and tabletop gaming community. And their big charity drive week with games and everything is happening now. And all proceeds go to combating and educating about suicide prevention and awareness. And we are just really proud people that are supporting them right now. There's a link in chat. Go check them out. Other than that, I'm also in a bunch of our module weeks. It's module week. I'm not freaking out. Guys, I spilled red Gatorade all over the Strahd notebook, the unicorn one, and now it's covered in what looks like blood spatter. This is a terrible omen. I'm freaking out. It's fine. And yeah, what Bright would do, I'm playing Bright, the Tiefling Genasi Artificer, that. She is dealing with consequences of her own actions right now, in fact, because she could have gone home and, not dealt with this, but instead she has to deal with this. This is fine.
Well, we shall see just how she deals with that and what comes of the whole thing. Continuing around and about in the top center of your screen, if a D10 had 11 sides, I would say that's him. He's already ready to crank it far beyond the limit. So instead, I will give him the D100 of the set, because nothing is small with the mighty Noir Enigma.
Gang, what's up, everybody? I'm Noir. You can find me on all the things as the Noir Enigma. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, because I remember my password. Yay.
Yay!
I am playing Uther, the barbarian cleric, who I'm sure is going to stick to the plan and be just the perfect teammate.
I will come directly to your house and kick your butt right now. I know where you live.
Hey, that's all I got to do to get people to come stop by, hang out. Cool.
I'm vaccinated. I will come kick your butt.
And,
also, last time
yep.
a character was punished.
No,
I'm gonna say
that's not what he said.
Well,
He said
last time they were,
disciplined.
Or
That's punished.
he can
Okay.
be punished or had to
Okay.
deal with the consequences of his actions. It's
As
up
a
to
teacher,
it's up to
discipline
Noir.
and
It's up to
punishment are
Noir.
different.
well, I ain't a teacher, but I will tell you the last time that it stuck was back at his tribe, where he committed a no, and the way that they disciplined you in the tribe is that all the elders basically jumped you. So that happened to Uther, and he's never done that thing again. So, hey.
You know, if it works, it works. Don't knock it, I suppose. Well, no, that's completely wrong in so many ways. You got the behavior abused into Uther.
I'm so unhappy, and Uther just needs a hug and a CPS call.
You know, this explains a lot.
This explains so much.
This explains so much.
Like, yeah, if you think what I did was so wrong, beat me up about it.
Man.
Oh, now I know. Now I know.
Continuing up and around in the upper right corner of your screen, the core of the entire set. I name her the D6 of this bag of dice because the foundation on which all dice stacks ought to be built is on the shoulders of the powerful Corndog McGraw.
Oh, thank you. Shoulders. I'm exposing my shoulders today.
He's good.
Hey, everyone. It's me, Corndog McGraw. I'm wearing a real cool shirt if you want to support our friend Noir. It says Fight the Chat. And I put on this shirt, and now I have Noir energy, and it's not going to be good for tonight.
You just want to fight everybody,
I
right?
just want to fucking... I'm like, I'm going to take out Uther tonight. Me personally. Courtney, not actually Ficus. We're going to just
Jump into the
bend
game.
through universes. Fuck
Look,
around and find out.
I've seen you lift. I don't want none of them problems.
Ugh. But if you need some good energy, support our friend Noir. It's great. I am here during module weeks. Hello. I am also here wait, I don't know if this has been announced yet. Oh, shit. You guys should totally come hang out here on Saturday for the next Coven game, because there's going to be some cool people in it. I won't say who, but just come hang out. It'll be super great. Oh, it's on the schedule. Okay, I can say it now. Whew. Totally thought I fucked up in Hex in chat, and I was like, ooh, shit. Damn
Thank
it,
you,
Tony. All right,
Thank
we're going to fight the chat tonight.
Fight the chat.
Tony, stick around. I
Fight
may need some
the
assistance.
Chat. I'm going to come for you, Tony. I killed him in Strahd, the other Strahd campaign, so it's fine. And... furthermore, I am also here next week for the, not Strahd, the Sherlock investigations. And then I'm here Memorial Day outside of our normal campaign weeks. And that'll be fun. But Ficus, back to Ficus. The last time Ficus had to deal with any consequences was when she met all of her gods, and the one god that she was like, this guy's pretty neat, said, fuck you, I don't need you anymore. And so now she's dealing with the consequences of having no magic and no god in her belly, and she doesn't really know what's going on anymore. So she's learning and dealing with the consequences now that we are a day and a half past when that happened. So
Good. We'll see how that all shakes out for poor Ficus in the aftermath of that sort of thing. Continuing around in the bottom right section of your screen. Sure, it's a shoe-in. It's probably a cop-out. It's more than likely the inspiration for the introductions this week, but there is no choice but to name the swing of the D20 on none other than 1 in 20 D&D.
Hey, that's me. You're so creative, GM Dade. I am so thrilled every week. It's such a treat. Like, what's he gonna do this time? Every week. So yeah, 1 in 20 D&D, that's me. My name is Gregory. You can see me on YouTube. I'm on here every other week with this wonderful bunch of individuals. And otherwise, I am doing some cool stuff with the Dice Tyrants. In fact, we just released our podcast. We were doing it on live play on Twitch, and we decided we're going to switch to a podcast, and we recorded our first session officially of the actual podcast part of it last night, and it was awesome. So I think that was a really good decision. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm playing a character named Leaf in the Sunlight of Summer. And Leaf is a Tabaxi Ranger who is, well, yeah, he's concerned. The last time he probably, I think he was disciplined quite regularly. I feel like that was probably a large part of his training. However, I don't think it would have been like harsh or overly strict in any way. It was probably just much more about like, nope, that's wrong, do it again. Kind of, like just most of his upbringing and the training he was given by the druids and the rangers was probably just like, you either did it right or you did it wrong. And even if you did it right, you had to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. And that is why he is a sharpshooter, because he was drilled so much with his bow. So, yeah, I think he's used to it. Although this strange land of Barovia is certainly making him question his actions much, much more. And the actions of those around him too, because he's feeling like he's being, the consequences of others' actions are affecting him as well. So it's actually on his mind at the moment. So I don't know. The last time it was probably very recent before he met the group. It was probably something of like, hey, you didn't rid the forest of this problem in time or something along those lines. Don't do that again.
Well, we will see how else Barovia will bother poor Leaf here shortly. And last but not least, a mighty D4 is the best choice for him. You may only find him here rather than spread around the internet, but like the D4 of a Bane spell, don't underestimate what a difference he makes. Robotic Gentleman.
Hello, guys. I'm Robotic. I don't have any other games or anything else like our DM said because I'm a filthy casual. I would simply say that Soul's one and only time he's ever felt consequences will obviously be that time he tried only with Ficus to go fight the two hags a couple days ago at the windmill. He was acting out of anger, which is something he wasn't again used to because You grow up under Lathander, you only, happy feelings, good things. You don't think you'll come up at a time you'll be that upset, or at least they don't train you for that. You know how school is. They train you for everything except what you was actually going to run into. So yeah, I would say that would be Soul's one and only instance.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So before we begin with the slaying in the swamp, I suppose we ought to get a brief summary from the blood-drenched unicorn notebook of horror. Niffer, if you would be so kind.
So afraid. Guys, we learned a lot of things about ourselves this session. We learned that fairy fire can be cast internally. We learned that Soul is capable of like insta love tapping bugs from the inside. Something, I don't know. Somehow he's good at killing leeches. We learned there's a shrine in Berez for a fane that we need to restore. We learned that Ficus is deader and more sneaky than we thought. We learned that Strahd's mom is a mean person. Really mean. We learned that Soul is... No, I already did Soul. We learned that Bright is going dark. We learned that... No, we didn't learn anything. We already knew Uther wants to smack everything. Yeah, that... I don't...
I'm an open book.
Uh-huh. It's okay. It's fine. This is fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Everything will be just fine, or maybe just not fine. We'll have to see. So, to dive back into the session, we will bring everyone back up to speed. The last session ended on a more dramatic note. We had the revelation of a young, blood-hair-drenched Baba Lysaga with a bucket of blood stepping down from her skull. But that was for just dramatic effect. That event is still 4 hours into the future. So you will all have just a brief window to plan what you're going to do when, as Muriel, the were-raven, informed you, when Baba Lysaga will return to desecrate this shrine once again at high noon. So that is where we will start. And I'll go ahead and just toss everyone onto a map that I think you can see if I have everything correct. And if not, just let me know and I will hit the right. Okay, good. Just go to the very bottom left. Don't worry about the top right. That's just a placeholder. So there is nothing in the top right to worry about. Nothing there at all.
I'm stressed.
You know that from what Muriel has said, Baba Lysaga will step down from her skull somewhere in this general area over here. So you've got a good idea of where that is. So you've got plenty of that. So that's where we're going to pick up. And before I let you do just a brief amount of planning, Uther, could you please make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Why you gotta start fucking with me though?
You know, there is a reason.
It's your reward for being on time.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9. Thank you.
Rob.
That's
Chat,
all.
Chat, we need some +2s right now.
That's all I needed to know.
Okay, this dope. I'm here for this. Hashtag no fear.
So, what is the plan? It's 8 o'clock. You have 4 hours.
Yep.
All right.
So,
So where did my 3 in the wisdom save factor in your plans?
I had a number of different paths that could go, and we are now going down this path.
Neat.
Cool story, GM. Ficus will look directly at Bright and be like, all right, you had plans.
Yeah. So Bright is sitting everyone down and making sure that she understands exactly how all of their spells work. Of like, okay, Soul has a radius effect where people need to be in close contact. So we need to make sure that all the melee people get near him. Leaf does better with like range thing. And so like checking the area of like finding good places to hide and stuff and presenting options for spells and different things that we can do to work together well. Now, Uther, I believe, wanted to hit things.
I mean, well, if you don't mind.
Yes. Just checking with everyone that they're doing what they're good at.
Okay.
Just so we know that Uther's gonna be like main fight people. Do we want to also put Soul up as main melee? Or do you want to be more support in this?
And if I got a moment where Uther's not dying, I'll swing at her.
I can
Just
make
try-
sure that he's not dying.
Just try to stay upright. So I know you have a hard time with that. What is it? Walking thing.
Oh, how many? Raise your hand if you passed out.
In all fairness, I'm not sure that you can pass out. Don't you just restart?
It's called sleep mode, but yeah, it's basically the same.
All right.
Shots fired.
Anyway, I'll watch Uther's back. I'll get in and hit in when I can.
Okay. Do we want you both to be invisible? So that
want
you
me to
can
be
surprise?
invisible. Ugh.
Are we talking in character or out of character here?
Well, I'm not using an
in.
accent because I don't
Yeah.
feel like it.
That's what I thought.
Also,
All right,
'cause
good.
it's
That's
very
easier and
fast.
faster.
Yep.
So Leaf could put protection on someone.
Yep.
He's inclined to
Based
use
on
it
that
on
wisdom
Ficus.
save, I think it should be Uther.
Oh,
I mean, y'all also have just a shit ton of stuff that you could use on yourself if you weren't being so damn selfish. Looking at Uther right now. I know it's hard to tell because we're on a Zoom call.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. I personally think I'm gonna.
He can't use his own protection from good or evil because as soon as he rages, it goes away.
Yeah.
Oh,
But can you cast it on, say, Soul? Oh, wait.
As soon as
no,
I
it
rage,
goes
it
away.
goes
Yep.
away.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, that's fair. So
we
anyways,
need rage clerics.
We need
that
rage
That's fine.
can
I
still concentrate
have
through the rage.
both of those spells, and I'm just gonna let Uther stand in front. So
yeah. So, Ficus, are you feeling ranged today or melee?
It really depends. I also think it's important to not let her have a means of transportation out of here.
Yep.
So personally, I was thinking about possibly using my ability from my halfling ways to entangle her flying skull once she's out of it and it's landed, and just kind of trap it here on the ground.
Yeah.
And also using that as a place to like shoot her butt out of. I think that could be good.
So you
but
want to
I
hijack
also-
the skull?
Yes, that is also a part of this. But more importantly, I think it's a nice place for me to hide because we had cover
Yeah.
when we were in there before. And if I
Yeah.
can shoot her from inside the skull,
Yep.
and at least if it's entangled, hopefully that'll make it harder for her to at least like pull it towards her
Yep.
or for her to get to it. But if she does come to it, then I'm going to be fisticuffs with her again.
Okay. I have things to pull her and hold her down as well. So I can work on that aspect.
So
And
then we have.
and you're
Did
going to
you just
save
post
her.
in chat? Gee,
I didn't mean to post anything in chat. I was just moving my windows around.
Get rid of it. I don't care about your mile of cool
No.
bullshit.
I don't trust anything.
Don't worry about nothing.
I can scroll back up. Coach.
Okay, so
Where am I
basically,
standing?
Go ahead
basically all we need to
and
figure out is where we're all going to start the battle.
position
she gonna
yourselves where
land?
you would like. You've got a good idea that she'll land around this general area.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep,
I
that
am
just-
going to get out of
You
here,
know-
man. This is my zone.
You know she'll get there about noon. Muriel is going to be standing over by the stones. She's actually perched on top of one of the 10-foot high stones that are the one that's carved in the shape of or with the symbols of the huntress. And she's
Yeah.
going to look about and listen. She's like, I can't be much help. I'll shoot my bow a few times, but I'm not a very good shot. I'm not going to
Wait.
leave you though.
Who is
That's
this?
very kind.
Muriel is the were-raven who you met there. She's one of the
Right.
keepers of
yeah.
the feather that informed you of all the details. She's going to be perched up there, and she'll say, "I can. if things go very poorly, I can carry one person.
Is she
can't-
used to seeing you here? Would you being here be out of place?
Well, I'll turn into a raven before she gets here,
But
and she's used to having me here.
Doesn't she gobble up ravens?
I usually have to fly away when she chases after me, but usually she talks a lot. She mocks me, mocks the ravens.
I mean, you may as well just hide.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
are an
think
NPC. We're going to forget you exist.
I don't think anybody here was expecting you to be any manner of useful, or else Strahd would.
But if you are good with a bow,
Well,
like you can hide and shoot that from a distance.
More distance is okay.
but if you're going to stand against her, I should stand against her too. Why would I run?
That's very kind and heroic of you. Fine. Find a place where it doesn't look awkwardly like you're trying to hide 5 people and settle in.
Okay.
So I have a couple options. I can use my skill in spellcasting to shroud a few of us and make it easier for us to hide.
Yes.
Or
that would be good.
I can protect one of us against evil. I'm more inclined to help us hide.
Yeah.
Yes. And if, mechanically speaking, if that's the case, then I don't need to cast invisibility. Because it's, right? Well,
yes, you
probably
should
should.
still. It
Okay.
just gives us a +10, and people have to stay
Yeah.
within. It lasts for an hour, but
Yeah.
you have to stay within 30 feet of me.
Guess who I'm staring at right now?
I mean, it's not gonna happen. So I would
No.
suggest you again.
Might
cast-
I ask everyone a question here? Just
What?
So how long do you intend to be hiding during the fight? How beneficial will that be, really?
A surprise round, mechanically speaking.
Until
I thought we were just gonna wait for her to
We-
walk up to the altar and then
And then
attack
we just
her.
go. Yeah. But invisibility would help us attack her without her getting suspicious. We're
Yeah.
hoping for an ambush. We're not saying let's hide and see what she does. We're saying let's hide so we can smash more effectively, Uther.
Yeah. You make us invisible.
Okay.
We hide you 3.
Mhm.
That way you guys still have partial cover
Mhm.
while we attack.
Yeah.
Physically.
we
Leaf
are the
and I can
hunters
also-
and she's the prey.
I'm
Leaf and I
sure
can
this
also
will go
cover
well.
tracks really well. So if you guys hide first, Leaf and I can at least like cover
Yep.
what everyone's done.
Ideally, the 2 invisible ones will be like behind the stones to like
Yep.
get right up to her.
And I will
Time
stand nearby
passes.
until you. What's that?
Another one of us has to
The
make a
time
save, don't we?
passes surprisingly quickly.
Yep, look
Yeah.
at that.
And before you know it, it's nearly noon.
Okay.
So it might be a good idea to get yourselves in position.
Oh,
Cast
there.
the spells you want to cast.
Uther said crisscross applesauce with this accent.
Yep.
That's in the crowd.
Okay.
Ficus is just like mowing the grass to make it look like it's hasn't been stomped on by a Goliath and just
Uther's still 30 feet away.
I will
Yeah.
cast.
He's in the middle of the field.
I'm gonna
Yep.
cast Pass Without a Trace about, a quarter till the hour.
Okay.
Uther, get out of here. You're supposed to be up there by that stuff, right?
No,
He's-
I'm waiting for her to come down so that I
Okay.
might stab her. As
Can you
I-
scoot out of the area that I'm gonna cast Entangle? Just scoot like 10 feet
10
down
feet
and
this
5
way.
feet over. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
I
reluctantly gets up and then
I'm
sits
gonna
back
make
down,
a
crisscross.
mess.
I am going to walk over to Uther and probably have to drag Soul along as well so I can cast invisibility on both of them. And because I checked and it's not concentration, I can cast Warding Bond. So I'm going to walk over to Uther, and as I'm casting invisibility, I'm going to hand him one of the rings that I wear.
Truly, this is
And I'm going
the
to say,
darkest dungeon.
you need to wear this.
Okay. And he puts it on.
You're
We're
married.
married. No.
Fuck!
It won't come off. It won't come off.
Shit.
It won't come off.
Tasty ass. No, kidding.
No. What it does is it adds +1 to your AC. It adds, I believe, +1 to saving throws. And you have resistance to all damage. So when you rage, you will quarter damage.
Wait, it gives me +1 to AC and +1 to
+1
save?
to AC, +1 to saving throws. You have resistance to all damage.
Oh. Oh.
Now you're
mean-
gonna cast Ceremony, though.
Soul's going to hide
Yeah.
in whatever high grass,
Here,
just to mask his presence that's within 10 feet of Uther.
so that's the 30-foot radius for my pass without trace.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
you want to be within that circle.
Cool. And then I can't cast invisibility on myself, and I need to hold it for you guys, so I'm gonna hide behind this rock and hope that she doesn't see me, and I'll be stealthy.
All right. So, for my edification, both Uther and Soul are invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Uther has a bonus to AC and even less damage, which I won't track. You'll have to.
Okay.
Leaf has Pass Without a Trace up, which is +10 to all the stealth checks to everyone except Ficus, who's up there. Soul is hiding invisibly in grass somewhere. Ficus, are you going underwater as you discussed earlier?
Yeah, Ficus is full on just like submerging and becoming a little frog in the swamp.
Okay. And then I suppose all that really leaves is where Baby Soul might be. I didn't put Baby Soul out there.
Soul, I forgot about him.
So go ahead and
He
toss
wasn't on
Baby
our
Soul
map.
somewhere. And
And-
then
Eclipse.
I'm gonna
Every-
put Baby Soul in the water over here, and just
Underwater, to be clear.
underwater.
Eclipse is going to be sitting at the altar with a command to stay at least 30 feet away from Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
I know who you mean.
I was gonna say, do we want Eclipse to like tell us when he sees?
Well, I got a telepathic link, but I don't think you guys do.
Oh, okay.
So the first thing that we're going to do is if you are hiding, go ahead and roll a stealth check and keep
Mhm.
that on hand. So when I ask for it, you can tell me what you got. And Tony, having been guilted into giving the DM advantage, has found $15 worth of good tables to start with.
Woohoo!
So I need
Ooh, Ficus Fig with the nat 20.
I need
so fucking hidden.
let's see. Let's have
Oh, Soul.
Noir, would you roll a 3d6s for me? Reroll any sixes.
3d6s.
1, 2, and 4. So we are going to give them to Bright, Uther, and Leaf. So Bright D100, Uther D100, Leaf D100. We'll get these good tables out of the way. Muriel, before she turns into a raven, is going to say, I've been given some minor magics. I'm not sure what they'll do, but hopefully they'll help. If this is a big fight, then you should be ready.
I rolled a 100.
A 100.
I rolled a 9.
Oh,
Who was the other one for? Was it Soul or was it Leaf?
Leave.
It was Leaf.
Safe.
I rolled a 6.
y'all! I stole all the high numbers.
All right. So for Bright, and go ahead and do you have a note ready to write down?
Oh boy. Okay.
You are given a blank piece of paper by Muriel. If you look at it very closely, it's actually a very, very faded photograph. And as you look at it, it kind of looks like you. So,
of me.
yes, anyone not immediately in your presence must attempt a wisdom save of DC 18 to remember that you exist. This will fade when you are ready. Muriel hands you this picture and she says, just tear the picture in half and the spell will break.
So
Until
what you're
then-
saying is, Baba Lasagna doesn't know that I exist right now.
Her to remember, she would have to resist the magic, yes. So, if she's close, she'll still know you're there, just because she can't see you,
Yeah.
but...
She'll know I'm a person, but she won't know me.
Right. And then, Noir, what was that roll? 9, I believe you said? A 9? So, Muriel walks up to you, and, one moment.
Chat's cheering for us.
Chat, thank you. We needed this.
She will hand you a small vial full of a shimmering white liquid.
He immediately drinks it.
Oh my gosh.
Say, it's a healing... She will put her hand on your wrist and say, wait. Not until you're hurt.
Oh, okay.
When you drink it, it will serve as a greater healing potion,
Okay.
and you will regain 1d4 hit points every round at the start of your turn.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. So write that down, because I didn't write it down. I added the other part, so I'll forget it exists.
It's
So
Much like this
Greater healing
photograph.
potion of regeneration.
it's a greater healing potion of regeneration. And Leaf, what did you roll?
6.
Oof.
6. The number has no correlation
I
to...
know. It's just funny.
No correlation at all. Okay. She will hand you a flint and steel. She will say, when you ignite this, any enemies that get within 10 feet of you will catch fire.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
Takes
is,
an action.
it lasts, it takes an action to activate it. It lasts for 1 minute. Any enemies that start their turn or move within 10 feet of you immediately catch fire. 1d6 plus your level fire damage while they're on fire. DC 14 to put themselves out as an action. All right. There are 3 good tables from Tony.
Woo!
Ooh.
And after Muriel hands these out, she'll look to Soul and she'll look toward Ficus and she'll go, I'm sorry, that's all that I have.
She looks to Ficus, but no one's there because I am an amphibian.
And
Did
the-
you
the
actually
shrubs.
fully turn into a frog? Like,
I
Honestly, at
mean,
this
that's
point,
the
I
way I
believe
feel
it.
at this point.
That's-
I don't know. This T-shirt really gave me some weird energy tonight. Nora.
So, point of order for the GM.
Yes.
I very much appreciate that I got the good table. Is it against the rules or protocol for me to share that with the group? Because it would certainly
It would
benefit
work
someone
pretty
else.
well
I-
somewhere else.
I try to
Bright
give
is-
physical objects so that you can hand them off. So if you want
Okay.
to give it to someone else, you can.
I mean,
I
But
would
it's up
Bright
to
gave
you.
a
love
ring
to
to,
impart that to Solaire.
Okay.
Because I'm
Um,
of the opinion that Solaire and Uther are gonna basically be flanking this woman the whole time.
that's the idea.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So.
right, so-
I also want it known that I yank a patch off of my robe.
Okay.
Those are
What
secret
patch?
things that will come into effect later.
What patch are you yanking off?
The 10 spikes.
Okay.
Iron
Oh.
spikes, if that matters.
Nope,
I don't think
got
it
it.
does.
Is there a written description of the good item?
Nope.
There you
Leaf
go.
will
They
send it
just
your
posted
way
it in
because he
the
took
chat.
notes. All right, there we go.
Is it an action to do that?
An action to activate it.
Okay,
Then it lasts for a minute.
cool.
Oh, I forgot that part. Sorry.
Yep. Action to activate lasts for a minute. All right.
Action, so it shouldn't break invisibility if you want to turn it on when you see her.
It's not technically a spell or an attack, so I suppose that is a possibility.
Ah!
So that is everything. Muriel is going to suddenly look up, and the moment she does, there is this sound that begins to come from the north. It sounds like this weird suction and thump, over and over. And through the mist, not too far away, about 120 feet or so, a giant stump of a tree staggers toward the stones. After getting, like I said, about 120 feet away or so, it stops. This tree is ancient and gnarled. Its roots are black, and sitting upon it is a crooked house. And at the door of the house, there is a dragon skull for a porch. I have a picture of it somewhere that I should share. I thought I had it ready.
It wouldn't be in the top right of this game, would it?
It is that, but I was also going to show... There it is. So it looks like this.
A whole ass tree stump is moving towards us.
And
This is fine.
coming out of the mist, about 120 feet away, is this thing. And after a brief moment, a figure walks out. It's hard to make out what she looks like from here, but she stands tall, steps down into the skull, which is underneath this. 1 second. Steps into the skull, which slowly begins to hover toward the stones. And as she gets closer, you get a better look at who is within. It is a
Hang
woman
on, Chad. I'm trying to mess with the map. Be patient, please.
with raven dark hair, whose picture is still the old hag everywhere except here. A woman with raven dark hair, slicked back as she nears. The skull slowly lowers, and she steps down. She's wearing a black and red dress that clings tightly and is as wet as her hair. She bends and picks up out of the skull a wooden bucket in her left hand, dips her fingers in it in her right, and pulls her hand through her hair before licking blood from the tip of one of them. Then, taking this bucket, she begins to slowly walk toward the stones.
I guess it's time to make it do what
Yeah,
it
I was
do.
gonna say.
I'ma just yeah, you know
There
how,
we go.
You know how that go. I am going to take my action to cast guiding bolt.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that.
And then what is everyone else doing as soon as Uther begins to cast, invisibility drops.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it
Everyone can
drops, I'm
see
gonna
it's going down, so
shot.
everyone can take their
Mm-hmm.
actions.
Ficus
we-
is going to bonus action Misty Step.
Yeah.
Just going from frog under here to a good jump into the skull. And then she's just going to start to pull up Entangle like as quickly as she can while she's distracted by Uther.
Okay.
So
I
try to
want
do
you
this
to-
silently. And
Okay,
just
so
yeet.
that's Ficus's plan, right?
Yeah, I am gonna have Baby Soul hop on out of the water and immediately go to the opposite side of where Uther is attacking her and start biting.
Okay,
This is why I don't fuck with magic.
Go. Oh, that hurts. That hurts bad.
Yeah, but
Oof.
it did hit. I'm guessing a 24 hits.
We're hoping.
We will discuss the hits landing after I know what everyone's doing. But yes, that will hit.
If this does hit, then whoever attacks her next gets advantage on the attack.
We'll just assume everyone attacks simultaneously. So we'll hold that guiding bolt advantage for the attack after.
Okay.
Code.
So,
in that case, I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Bright, you have your bonus action to move Baby Soul over there to bite.
Yep.
And then what's your standard action?
I have not tried this in like 10 sessions, but we are flinging an iron spike with catapult.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm afraid, because it
So
doesn't
go ahead
go
and-
well for me.
Roll to hit with both of those attacks. Leaf, what are you doing while Nif rolls?
I don't know
I
Baby
am
Soul stats anymore.
I am going to. I need to check something. This is terrible. I should have known this ahead of time, but I just need to make sure it doesn't actually.
Soul,
Does
while he
not-
looks that
okay.
up, what's Soul going to do
So
for
I
this
know what
one?
I'm gonna do. I
Oh,
just
sorry.
need to
Okay,
read
go ahead.
something, Sorry. So I am going to bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark. I'll drop the what's it called? Pass without a trace, because we don't need that anymore. So that goes away. And then yeah. And then I'm gonna cast as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Baba Lysaga. And then
Okay.
I will take 2 shots.
Okay. Go ahead and roll yours to hits. Nif, what were Bright's and Baby Soul's to hits?
I am figuring that out right now.
No problem.
I cannot find Baby Soul stats. Found
Okay.
it.
While you look for that, Soul, what are you doing with your surprise?
You know what? Since she seems like a little frail woman, Soul's gonna learn from his last time. Can Soul do a full charge to pin her while trying to silence her?
So you are going to charge forward to try and tackle her, essentially?
Yeah, and I want to emphasize keeping her from speaking.
Okay. Go ahead and run up next to her and give me an athletics check as you charge into her. And then Soul, that's a lot of... So 23 and 28 both seem to be would seem to be hits.
I got a 20 and 22. Did I
20 and
both?
22 both would seem to be hits. Now,
Perfect.
to interrupt everyone's damage, a couple things happen. First, Ficus, as you misty step into the skull above it, prepared to fall and land inside the skull, you fall through the skull. Uther, your guiding bolt passes through
Yeah,
the image of Baba Lysaga.
that makes sense.
Soul dives through Baba Lysaga, falling prone on the far side of her.
That's perfect.
Leaf, both of your bolts of light pass harmlessly through the image of Baba Lysaga. Baby Soul
So-
seems confused.
I did math for this.
Can I ask a point of order? Because I cast Hunter's Mark on her first, and I'm feeling
Right.
like that would indicate to me if it didn't land.
Because it is programmed illusion, you hunters marked the high spell illusion spell.
Oof.
If it were a lower, because I considered this, it's a 6th level illusion,
Okay.
which means until you interact with it, it is treated as though it is real.
Is casting a
Well,
spell
my
on
thought
it
is
not
that-
interacting?
Yeah, and Hunter's Mark specifically, it has to be a creature, otherwise it doesn't work. You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. So I mean, I'm totally casting the spell. It goes off. My point being, like, as soon as it didn't land, he would have been like, "What?" and wouldn't probably have taken the 2 shots.
Well,
What I would say
it
is
doesn't
in the
matter
ex-
anyways because we've already found the illusion.
Yeah.
in the
She already
excitement of the
knows.
ambush,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
you shoot
That's
one
fine.
shot off. You don't use ammunition anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you shoot the shots off in quick succession, and as the arrows are flying, you go,
Sure.
something's wrong.
I love it.
Everything passes through ineffectually.
There
And
is a
this
hearty chuckle from Uther.
Not good words from
this young Baba Lysaga pauses, actually takes a couple more steps forward to pass through Uther,
No.
and pauses just on the other side before stopping, looking around, waiting, and then walking further forward toward the stones.
Well, Sol's gonna get up and shout to Uther, "You jinxed me."
It seems that the ground is your natural state, friend.
I think Leaf looks over to Bright and says, "Do you think she was scrying on us?"
The image will
Uh.
appear to pour a bucket of blood over the center stele, pouring it into the small onyx bowl at the base. And then after it appears as though the bucket is empty, will stop and turn. And it will speak. Well, if you haven't attacked yet, I'm sure you will any moment. You know, it's quite easy to keep an eye on someone that leaves blood behind in a cemetery.
Looks at Uther.
All
But
dead.
I wouldn't hold that against any of you. You see, the fun really has just begun. Any moment now, I would say.
While she was pouring blood, could Ficus have just kind of turned on her heel and literally just started booking it to the tree?
Yeah, Bright would not stay behind here. She would like circle around, not wanting to get near, but wanting to be closer to the group.
Oh, Ficus is bolting from the group. She's going for the tree to see if it's real.
Okay, you get to the tree, and the tree is fake as well.
You guys hear Ficus cursing all the
No,
way.
I imagine Leaf's the only one that's actually listening to her at this point.
Sir,
Unless her
I
voice
planned and I did
projects.
math for this. How dare you make this an illusion?
Awesome.
He posted in TPK show discussions that this was gonna be an illusion. We all knew this was coming. We
I didn't.
still fell for it.
After 5 minutes
So bad.
of standing there, or the whole ordeal lasting 5 minutes, it disappears.
I don't
She
stick
does?
around for 5 minutes. I go sprinting
Okay, where are you going?
with Ficus.
Okay, yeah, you
Oh,
you
I
can
just-
both go up there if you'd like.
I'm right up here. I'm screaming. I'm
Where's the
asking
Raven
Muriel
girl?
for help, actually. Like, can Muriel take off to the sky and, like, see anything? Like, what is Muriel doing right now? Please help.
Yeah.
Muriel will be
Send a
perched
clip.
on one of the stones as a raven. She'll turn back into her hybrid form, sitting on top of the stone, looking around a little panicked. She's always here this time. I don't know. She hasn't done this before.
Go up! Go up in the air. See if you can see anything
The f-
different.
The fog's too thick, but I'll try. She turns into a raven and takes off and flies into the air.
I just sentenced her to her death. I realize that now, and now I feel really sad.
Sol sends Eclipse after her.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, do we have any other plans?
We
Yeah,
need
we
to
know
find
where
her
she
actual
actually
house.
is. Yes, it is right on the edge of the graveyard. We saw it.
Are you staying up there, Ficus, or?
Ficus will join the group, but she's shouting the entire time.
Well, if we know where she lived, why do we wait for her here?
Because it was our territory and not hers. Now we have to go fight in our own house.
Might I ask a question? Where do we get the information that she would show up here?
We got it from Muriel.
And where do we get the information of where we think her house is?
We saw it. We passed by.
Are we sure that we saw it?
Well, now we're not sure of anything.
All we can do is go over and hit it, see if we pass through or not.
Yeah,
What?
shouldn't you be excited about that?
You think the best course of action is to go and hit something?
Well, it's a house. I thought you want to set it on fire.
Muriel will fly back down in raven form, land on the stones, and turn back into a hybrid sitting with her legs dangling. I couldn't see anything at all.
Of course.
And just for a point of order, so Muriel's going to be sitting on this stone here. Where are you all standing as you're talking?
More or less in the
Standing
center
right here.
where we
Yeah,
got
I'd go up to
embarrassed.
join them.
Yeah, I kind of want to be away from the blood, because if she's using like blood to listen or any type of weird creepy magic like that, like I don't want to be sitting next to a pool of blood that she definitely has on hand.
Probably being simply scried.
Oh yeah. Does anyone have
Well,
the
I was there
ability to
early.
see scrying things?
No.
Can any of you see what's invisible?
No. Out of my wheelhouse.
Man, wish I wouldn't have stopped being magical.
Yeah, really. I also wish that sometimes.
The ground around you begins to shake.
No!
Oh, here we are.
And I have to change just a couple settings
No. No.
and would like to ask everyone to reload roll 20.
Uh-oh.
Dynamic
Oh,
lighting.
you're
Let's
gonna
fucking
mess
go.
No!
Last time a game had me reload a game, it was X-Men on the Genesis.
No!
All right.
As the ground begins to shake, some of you I'm going to shunt one direction or another. As thorns begin to rise from the ground itself. And as they rise, the vines begin to twist into a thick hedge. And Uther, Soul, Ficus, they start biting at your legs enough that you can't help but step off to the side.
Thank you.
As these hedges grow. Oh, sorry, I needed to shunt Little Soul too.
What do we do if
need to
roll 20
reload?
just
It
never loads
looks fine to
again?
me.
Yeah,
It
there's,
w-
there's a maze for me
It
now.
takes a while because I added a whole bunch of dynamic lighting. So
It's awesome.
the leaves thicken into 5 foot thick razor leaf thorns. And you find yourselves apart from one another, separated.
Oh, neat.
And there is this sound.
No.
Oh, well, this is certainly an interesting change of events. Can anyone hear me?
Oh, no.
Hey,
Bright's
can
just
any of you
screaming
hear
no.
me?
You can hear Bright yelling, I'm assuming.
Is this the lit area or is it dark?
Fair.
You should be able to find yourself if you
No,
work
I
your
mean,
way around it a
as
little
a
bit.
character, is it lit cavern or is it a dark cavern?
It's like
it's-
a hedge maze.
It's a hedge maze, and it is midday in Barovia.
Oh, okay.
We're in the
Sorry.
Tri-Wizard tournament, guys.
So it is still...
No,
Sorry.
I don't want to
Oh!
be.
not that close to you.
Stop it. Nope, I saw those wigglies.
Are
I
we
don't know
doing
where my
turn
dog
order?
is. I just lost my puppy.
And I think it would be good if everyone went ahead and rolled initiative.
You.
No,
So upset.
no.
That decent initiative for the maze puzzle.
Oof.
That is a 20 for Ficus. I have advantage on initiative. Dee.
I got the big 7.
We roll an initiative.
Yeah, we are.
Roll an initiative as there is this
I don't believe I did that.
squelching and thumping sound coming from the north.
No.
I'm gonna roll it again just because I didn't have my token selected,
No
but
problem.
I'll switch it back to 10 or 7. I mean. Oh, that wasn't much
And
better.
I think
That can't be right. It should be 7.
I think the song called "The End" is a good way to go.
No.
This sounds really pleasant, actually.
Does it? I don't remember what it sounds like, and I can't hear
Oh,
my own
It
music.
sounds
it's
like
quaint.
the closing end of the night at the bar, and there's
Yeah,
just
this
a
is-
bard sitting on a stool playing a nice
Yeah.
little lullaby.
All
This
right.
is the credit sequence. This is
Well,
fine.
you
This
know,
is the second song in the
we'll
credits
let it
sequence.
go.
Oh yeah, that's
we'll let
true.
second song in the credit sequence. It's appropriate.
No.
So that is Soul, Ficus, Bright, Leaf. Who are we missing? Soul, Uther. Uther, did you roll initiative?
Oh yeah. Oh, dang, it didn't.
He got a 16. It didn't pop up.
All right. Go ahead and click
Click
and
on
add,
your
and then you can
token,
change
my
it to
dude.
16.
I clicked my token. It should be there. Let's see.
We can change it. That's no big deal.
All right. Yeah, I don't know how to add myself.
It's okay.
Working on it.
We had a
Oh.
plan. I did math for this. How dare you make it be worthless?
Plans
This is
and
why we
worries.
should never have planned.
This
Now
is
we
true.
know. Rest of the campaign, Dane
Never
just has to
planned.
deal with this energy all the time.
The only
What
time
the-
We're
I,
excited.
I fixed it. I got it.
Okay.
people whose plans work are the A team.
We are not the A team.
We're not the A team at all.
We're not
Right.
even A team.
It
We're
is
not A team.
your turn.
A team.
Me?
Yeah, Bright.
Great.
Right, you go first.
I see that there's a hedge gap. Is this stuff right here the path? Just so I
That
know
is
where
the
to
path.
walk? Okay.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm gonna start running because it's coming from north. And I vaguely
The,
remember that people
the-
were north of me.
The hedges are 10 feet tall, just to
Great.
give some more, depth to them.
Great.
Okay.
I'm running. Here, I
Okay.
see Uther. And I'm not gonna stop running. I am going to just push him to the side and pass him. But I'm going to yell, "You need to stick with me." And then I am going to run to the edge of this and not have time for a maze and just cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
I would like to burn this hedge down.
Go ahead and cast Burning Hands. And as the fire lashes out,
There's
the-
not even like the pulling hair out. Like she just shoves her hands into this hedge and just fire erupts because she's mad.
go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I don't remember my own damage. Hang on. I can do this. Burning Hands isn't even in this spell book. Guys, I'm a mess. It's 3d6. Cool. 8, 10 points of fire damage.
10. 10 is enough to burn a hole in the hedge right there.
Sweet. Do I see anything through it?
Let me get rid of the old line because I made one big line.
Ha!
There we go.
It's technically a 15-foot cone. So do
So-
I burn through that hedge?
The hedge that you burnt, it's a 5-foot deep, thick, living hedge. You
Yeah.
were able to destroy one 5-foot section.
Stupid. Fine.
Very thick hedge.
I don't know where my dog is. I don't know how you want blind
Oh.
commands to work.
You should be able to see what your dog sees. 1 second.
I cannot see what my dog sees. I can't even see my dog. He got shunted away.
Then I will toss your dog behind you as it runs
cool.
to follow.
Yay!
There you go.
Yay! I don't
Anything
know if
else?
I don't know if he can smell or anything. So I don't know that he would actually be able to track us because he's not a real dog. Doesn't even look like a dog. No, we're good.
Okay.
We're not good, but like, you know what I mean.
Ficus, it's on you.
All right. I'm not gonna metagame because I can see Soul clearly beneath me. But if there's sounds going on, Ficus is just going to. She can run to here, and then she's gonna realize it's the end of a hedge, and be really pissed, and then and then she's gonna run around. So that's move, bonus action, dash, and then she is going to plop all the way over to here.
Okay.
And she's trying to do so quietly.
If you are using all of those things, then no stealth roll. You have to. Oh wait, you can do that without losing speed, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll stealth then.
I'm a rogue. Whee! Oh my god. That's a 13.
Yeah,
You're a little flustered. Anything else?
Big man.
you had
Nope,
some
that's all I
like
can do.
pluses and
I had a
You have a
plus.
+2 from chat that you can use.
Save it.
Soul,
Yeah,
go ahead.
save it.
All right. You said these were 10 foot. There's no ceiling.
There's no ceiling.
Second question. Do I have a telepathic link with my raven?
Time
Yes,
to
you do.
fly, bitch.
So wait, I want him to just fly up and I can see.
Okay. So I cannot.
Unlock that just for me.
I can't unlock that just for you.
Okay.
So
let's just assume that I can see. Well, let's just assume from whatever I see from Eclipse, I head towards my closest companion.
your closest companion is Ficus. Everyone else, or Leaf, is equally close to your south.
And you
Well,
clearly heard me run away.
Yep.
Yeah, let me head towards.
Well,
Ficus.
yeah, you did clearly hear.
and Leaf yelled out that he's on his way over to you all. So.
And Bright's just continually screaming, no, 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 no.
You know that Uther is just on the other side of the hedge here. You know that Bright's just on the other side of the hedge here. You know that Little Soul's just on the other side of the hedge here. But the only ones that you can get to on a path are Ficus and Leaf.
All right, so let me head towards Ficus and then shout above, follow the Raven as loud as I can while I'm running towards Ficus. I think my full move is what, 60? 30. Wait. My full move is 30, so yeah.
You can go again for 60.
Okay.
So what are you wanting to? What are you having your Raven Eclipse guide Ficus to?
Say again?
What is Eclipse guiding Ficus to? You said you told Ficus to follow the Raven.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Is-
have the
is-
Raven like hover above me in a
Okay.
circle, and just tell them to head towards the Raven. Just shout it so that hopefully they hear it.
So Ficus, as a halfling, on a 5-foot path in a 10-foot high hedge mage, doesn't have a lot of visibility on a bird in the air above your head.
Fair enough.
So if you want, you could tell me that Eclipse is over her head or something like that instead. Just a point of order.
How about this? Have Eclipse land near her, and then
Okay.
point his beak in my direction.
Okay. Ficus, a raven that very clearly sees you, flies from over the hedge wall, lands next to you, and jerks its head this direction up the path. Uther, your turn.
He just kind of mumbles to himself. I have to stay with you, yet you run from me. Very well.
I made you a door. Get over yourself.
He's just going to like playfully nudge her aside as he walks by her. And
I made you a hole so you could walk right through instead of going around. But okay,
I'm almost certain. Is there
it's fine.
a way? Like, how tall are the hedges? First off,
10 feet.
10 feet.
Don't jump. Come on. Although, shoot. Oh no.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
grab Bright.
piggyback.
Leap on top of that
Look.
hedge.
Actually,
I can cast enlarge on you, my dude.
yes. What is it with you people so recklessly wasting resources? And he just takes Bright and he puts her on his shoulder.
Yeah, good.
Where do we go?
Can I see now?
Let's see. You have a pretty good line of sight, yeah.
I'm 7'2", so I'm pretty sure she's over the hedges.
So because of the way line of
Sorry.
sight works, you can tell that this path that you just burned, it just kind of goes in a circle around here.
Mm-hmm.
The path leads this direction, and sitting up on the shoulders. No, you look around, and in the distance to your north, you see a large tree heading your way.
Okay,
I'd imagine that sound means you saw something.
I just point the correct direction.
Okay. Anything else, Uther?
I guess I'll just move us here if I can.
All right, go ahead. You can pass through this broken hedge here. I'll paint it
Okay, yeah, I saw.
pink.
Yay!
Get us there.
All right, I'll be there. I can't see my dog again, so eventually we'll need that.
Okay, the dog is going to follow.
Hooray.
22.
And the last thing Uther says is, do not get used to this.
Uh-huh.
There is a as this massive tree steps over the top of the hedge wall. Bright, you can see it.
Great.
And Soul, Eclipse gives you the heads up. As this tree basically works its way into view. And on its, front porch, for lack of a better descriptor, is that giant skull with a beautiful young woman sitting inside of it. One of the roots squelches deep into the marsh and chucks a rock at Bright's head that is sticking over the top of
Great. I'm
Of the
so
wall.
afraid.
So that is a 30 to hit
Poof.
for 2 shy of max damage
Yikes.
of 30 as you get winged by a rock that comes flying across the top.
Is there any way that I can justify taking that hit instead?
Nope. As far as you know, you hear this. You have this briefest moment of a whistling sound before a rock the size of Bright's chest blasts into her.
That's over half my health.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw
Mm-hmm.
at disadvantage.
Well, the first one I rolled was a 2.
Okay. You fall from the blow and land prone behind Uther.
Can I roll to see if I can catch her?
It's not going to hurt
swoon
her
for you, my
anymore.
dude.
I know, but it's to keep you from being prone because we
Yeah.
don't know how close that thing is.
If you want to use your reaction to try this, go ahead and make a whatever you can justify. Dex save or athletics.
Yeah. I'll make it an athletics and I'll use my reaction.
Okay.
Jeez,
What a gentleman.
11.
11. It's not tough to catch her as she just loses her balance to
I'm
fall.
little and
So you-
a lot hurt.
You turn and catch her to keep her from falling on the ground. So Bright, you're behind Uther.
Right. It's probably just like you reach up and just grab my feet as I just like fall backwards entirely. Like I'm upside down now.
The skull, well, I guess no one except Eclipse sees the skull begin to hover and start slowly flying over the top of, let's see, I'm going to roll a random direction to see which way she goes. Well, no, she goes straight that way because that's where she saw you. 5, 10, 20. Hovering here, she can pretty easily see Soul, and because of the angle, can see Ficus and can see Uther and Bright. She will look down over the edge of the skull at Uther holding Bright, and she will say, "You walk into my swamp. You destroy my scarecrows. And you expect anything other than what? An invitation? A prize? Here is your prize." And she will cast Lightning Bolt at Uther and Bright. Dex save from you both.
5.
18.
18. Both of you pass. So you take 17 damage each. That's already halved.
Well, my ring casts it again, doesn't it?
Yes, the ring halves it again.
You take half damage
Mm-hmm.
because of
Yeah.
Warding Bond. But I also take that.
So rather than the 17, you take 23.
Yep.
That's her turn. Leaf, you hear this whistling rock. You hear a thunder crack of lightning. You can hear that voice taunting them. It's your turn.
Yep. Leaf is going to use his feline agility ability, and I'm going to run 90 feet this time. So let's
Yep.
see. We got one. Let's do the first 30. He's sort of... crud. So he pops in there, realizes that's a dead end. And then... Dang. Well, that was pretty worthless. That's going back the wrong way. Let me see. He's going... Yep, that was a waste. Well, he's going to run around. He runs out, realizes it's a dead end, backtracks a little bit, and then... Is this stone still in his way?
You can squeeze by it
Okay. Oof.
without
Yeah.
losing any movement.
He does that and does his best not to get... Actually, at some point, he's going to take his bow and just sort of test the bush to make sure it's actually physically there and not just another illusion.
It is physically there. You
Okay.
recognize this. You recognize it as razor leaf, which grows very densely. You know from your experience in nature, you can push through it if you really want to.
But it hurts.
but it will deal some damage to you and restrain you. And if you fail the save, you get trapped in it or you lose your movement trapped in it.
Yeah, he's not interested.
It's
in
not
right
a
now.
huge amount of damage, but you can, if you would like, try and push through.
Yeah, he's not thinking that way right now. So
No problem. For future
That's fine.
reference. Bright, your turn.
Okay.
So you, even though the walls block where she is, I'm going to ping her for you because you do know that she's right here above you. You can see her and the skull clearly.
Cool. Not at all cool. If I hop down, will she still have line of sight? Guessing yes.
Yes, you have to get past 2 walls for her to not see you.
Great. I have 12 hit points left. This isn't happening.
Oh, for the record, that was 2 almost max damages that happened. But that's how dice work.
All right. We're pulling the wand out and we're casting hold person
Okay.
because that's about the only thing that might help us escape. I'm staying on Uther's shoulders and I'm hold person.
Well, he's holding you right now.
He's physically like.
Yeah.
You fell and he caught you, so you can
Yep.
scramble back onto his shoulders if you want.
I mean,
You
no,
know-
this is fine. As long as he's carrying me somehow. I don't care how.
If you go back above, you have this feeling that if you go back above the hedge, the house might throw a rock at you again.
Yep, I'm gonna stay in his arms.
Okay, just want to.
I am going to look at him. No, I'm not even going to look at him. I'm not dating that with eye contact. I'm just gonna be like, that was not a good idea. And just whip out the wand and just cast the whole person on her.
And what is the save?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. An 11.
She
Rolled a
is
4.
paralyzed.
Okay.
Get us out of here. Don't be above the hedge. Please.
She's paralyzed. Anything else, Bright?
No, my dog's gonna follow. Dog's
Ficus,
gonna
it's
follow
your
wherever
turn.
we go.
You can see that she's in her skull right over here. So you would have a ranged line of sight to her.
I hope the house dies if she dies, because we can't do that house.
Can Ficus use her timber walk ability from being a halfling, the fancy critical role kind, to climb up this hedge wall and get on top of it?
So
Or
you
is it
also,
magical? Well,
you
technically
also
it's definitely
being a
magical.
person of the woods know that this is razor leaf.
Okay,
Now,
then
you specifically, do you avoid damaging terrain?
yes.
Hey, you do know how to climb razor leaf safely.
That's awesome. Also, hey, we have D4s from healing chat. Can I use one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You can use one.
You
or
could
two
use
for that
multiple if you would
30
like.
points
We have 3 of them.
Use 2.
Okay.
We'll save 1 for accidents.
Like,
So
this-
Ficus will just climb up then.
Okay.
Like, just kind of, and use her movement to do that one. She's just going right to the spot where she was and be like, hey, you fucking ugly tree! Over here next time! And for her action,
Oh no.
she is going to just stare at baby lasagna and she's gonna be like, now you seem like the bitch. And she is going to cast bolts from the gods at her face.
Okay. Which hedge are you standing on? I can move you on top of it, and that'll help a little bit.
This one right here. I know
Okay.
the green on green is really nice.
Yep, there you go.
I can still see diddly squat, but that's okay.
Right. You can see a little bit more close to you, but
Yeah.
yeah, she's over here. And you
Yep.
can clearly see her house up here, partially in the hedge.
Yeah, I'm shooting her.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Since this is a ranged attack, does it count since she's
She-
paralyzed as?
She's paralyzed. She still has partial cover.
So just
So-
normal?
You have advantage.
Advantage.
You have
but also-
advantage, but
Okay,
she still
yeah.
has a bonus to her AC.
So 25 to hit,
25 will hit.
and then it's... Oh, that's such a shit roll. It's only the 5 points of damage. It's the sneak attack damage that she is. sending.
Just the sneak attack?
I think so. Let me just double check. Bolts from the gods. Yeah, it's just provided you haven't used your sneak attack this turn.
Okay.
So, ranged spell attack against a creature within 30 feet of you, and it's just the sneak attack damage goes into that instead.
Got it. So you climb up on the hedge. This bolt of energy flies from the clouds above, strikes her right in her head. Grunts, paralyzed. Anything else, Ficus?
Bonus action, disengage from this hedge, and I'm gonna jump off while popping 2 middle fingers off and just go back. Actually, bonus action, hide. So jump down, hide down here as she flipped off the tree and baby lasagna. Because,
Okay.
no, I hate this.
Go ahead and roll stealth, and then soul, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use first Eclipse can he guide me a path to get me closer to Baba?
Your closest path is straight through the hedge, taking some damage. But but Eclipse lets you know she's flying 20 feet above the hedge.
All right, what's the closest path to Uther and Bright? Same direction.
Straight through the hedge, directly to your right.
Well,
straight through that.
Called in for a reason. Let's go straight on through.
All right. I need you to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check in order to escape the restraint as you pass through.
Athletics. Boom. 16.
16 is enough to push your way through. You still take 10 damage,
Aye.
but you push your way through. You still have your movement.
And
Minus 10 feet, the
I got you.
difficult terrain to get through. Oh, and you know that they're right down here.
Aye. And I have nothing ranged. Actually.
You also see her skull above you right here.
Mm-hmm.
Lay down the skull. Stab it. Hammer it. I don't know what you have.
I wish I could cast spells through my bird. That'd be helpful right now. I need ranged spells.
Your bird is a familiar. I believe you can use them for touch spells in 5th edition, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
Oh, that's neat. See, this is what the new here does. Doesn't know nothing.
Which means your raven could land on someone for you to deliver any of your touch spells, like healing spells and those sorts of things.
Yeah. And rations are explained to population. That's no help. So in that case, how bad are you, Bright?
I took 53 points of damage in one turn. Pretty bad.
Eclipse can clearly see that Bright
I
is
would be
not doing
straight up dead with that much damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish my movement over to Bright and Uther, and then I'm just going to use my action to tap Bright for my full healing.
Wait, here's how bad I'm doing. Niffer is not telling you to save your healing spells. That's
Yeah,
how bad
so-
Bright is doing.
because of losing the 10 feet. This is as far as you can get.
I still got.
Bright is actually in Uther's arms right now, so yeah, you can touch her. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We just do a little like touch of God fingers. So
Yeah.
I'm just like upside down, like.
Actually, can Uther pass Bright off to Soul?
Oh, great. We got rid of the baby. Now I'm the baby.
Yep.
That's fine with me. As you turn the corner, Uther just hands you Bright, and you cast your healing. You tell Nif how much that is, and Uther can take his turn while you do that.
35.
35?
35.
Amazing.
As
Thank
he
you.
hands Bright off, Bright, you do hear Uther say, "I am sorry." And as he says that, that is sanctuary being cast on you.
Okay, cool.
Now he grabs his great sword, and you can see that he is a brand new level of pissed off. And he is going to walk through the hedges. He has not raged yet, so he will be
Shit.
taking the damage.
Hey, guess who's taking the damage now? It's fine.
He's still unaware of that.
I know. I didn't tell you for a reason.
You take 8 damage, and then you'll need to make either an athletics or an acrobatics to escape the restraining of the bushes. It's not a difficult roll, but it is a roll.
22.
Pass easily. You have a very low. You only have a 1 in 20 chance to fail.
And then he goes in his bag and he takes out the rope and the grappling hook that he used to make the makeshift bridge. And
I would say athletics. Does that sound good to you?
yeah, that works.
Okay, athletics away. A natural 20.
Of course.
Yeah.
The the grappling hook goes flying, goes over the lip of the flying dragon skull, catches on the side and catches tight. You still have, let's see, 10. You still have 15 feet of movement left if you want to start climbing.
Yeah, he's just going to start climbing again. He's going to
You should have just aimed at
Witch!
Baba just to knock her off.
You hit my favorite. And then that's it.
Okay.
That's all we hear as he climbs away.
So because of how much speed you had left, you only make it halfway up the rope, which isn't enough to be
It's cool.
clear of the hedge yet.
But now everybody has a way up there. Let's get it.
Are you still within 30 feet for no reason?
Yeah, I should be.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Okay, let me check something just real quickly. She gets a save against paralyzed at the end of her turn, I believe, correct?
I think so I should pull that up. I have so many spells that I'm trying to look at. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Hold person at the
we
end of
go.
each of its turn.
Okay. And then I have advantage from Tony from earlier tonight, which I plan on using. It's against wisdom, correct?
Correct. Yes, it's wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so I will see if I pass first. 12 doesn't. So the 26 is the advantage from Tony.
Okay.
So this frozen state she's in, she just flexes and stretches and goes, yes, the magic flows through.
I don't like that.
That's her turn.
I don't like that at all.
Her house cannot see anyone to throw a rock. So instead, those within 20 feet, that's 420 is everyone except Leaf, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, yes, Leaf is just outside 120 feet from where the house sees, so that is a d6 to see which one it's going to hit. A 2 is Soul. So Soul, as you are standing there casting healing, the ground beneath you begins to rumble. All of you hear, and No one can see, but all of you hear this squelching sound.
Oh.
And after a moment, a root comes flying up out of the ground and just punches you right in the face. Soul, maybe. A 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
22 bludgeoning.
Very
Nether.
important question. From my elevated position, do I get to see this?
Oh,
You're
no.
not high enough to clear the top of the hedge, or it would have thrown a rock at you. So no, you don't see it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
That is that. Leaf, it's your turn.
Finally. So, Leaf comes to a skidding stop, turns around, and is going to attempt to climb the stone right next to him to get a vantage point.
Absolutely. You can climb up to the top. The stone is about 10 feet tall. You climb up to the top of it, and you can see from there, through the mist, a large hut at the far north. You see a flying skull here with the still form of this young Baba Lysaga in it, and you can see a rope dangling down from the side of the skull.
So I do see Baba Lysaga?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Is she prone?
No, she is standing upright with partial cover from her, or 3/4 cover rather, from her skull.
All right, this is gonna be interesting. So I think she's way too far away. So I am not. Hang on, let me just check. I just want to see something so I have an idea. So I cannot mark her, unfortunately. So I just like Leaf just curses under his breath and then is just gonna take 2 shots, and I got advantage a little ways back from the chat for my next shot, so I'm gonna.
And as a
do that.
sharpshooter, you ignore cover.
Yes. Still hoping for a crit or something. That would be fun. So here we go with advantage. Here's the first shot. I rolled a 1 and a 2. So that's a 13 to hit, which is probably gonna. Oh wait, I think did I have a +2? Nah, that's plus 15. Even if 15 would probably still miss, even if I did. Oh, that's just lovely. Second shot is a 27.
27 hits.
Oh man, just my luck. All right, that's just 8 damage. I am yeah, that wasn't
damage?
roll 20. That
Okay.
was D&D Beyond, so I can't curse roll 20 like I usually do right now. Yeah, Leaf is just cursing his dumb luck and trying to get a look of how to get over to his friends.
So from where you are,
I can see
the shortest path
I'm gonna go up this way.
is
and then over.
that way, over, down, over.
Yeah, I see.
Yep. So that's the shortest path to your friends.
Oops, sorry.
Unless you push through the hedge.
Yep, I get it.
Pushing through the hedge, if you can get to right here, you're going to be straight shot to
Yeah.
up to the rest. All right.
I'll think about it.
Right.
I mean, I don't have anything else I can do at this point.
Yeah, really.
Your turn.
You got the time. All right.
Oh wait, I did. I used my movement to climb up there. So yeah, I'm done.
You have a climb speed, so you still have movement if you want to take it.
All right. So let's say I use 10 feet to get up there. Yeah.
Yep.
Screw it. I'm gonna jump down and let's see. Whoops, wrong tab. Sorry. Hang on.
You can move while Bright takes her turn.
Yeah. All right.
It won't
go
change
for
anything. Go ahead, Bright.
Okay. Help me out here. This decides what my turn is.
Sure.
Is the hut a creature? Or an object?
You suspect it would be a construct.
So does that count as creature?
Yes.
Okay.
Ish? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sanctuary stays up as long as I don't target an enemy creature. So I am instead going to target a friendly creature. So I
Okay.
should get to keep Sanctuary.
Yes.
I am casting Enlarge on Uther.
Okay. You begin to cast Enlarge, and Uther, as you are climbing up this rope, all of a sudden you start to feel stronger. You start to feel heavier.
That was possible.
And the ring that I gave you starts getting a little warmer, as if you have perhaps somebody watching out for you.
This ring is badass.
Anything else, Bray?
Can I eat baby soul at her? I don't think that he can jump that high. So
He cannot
probably
jump
not.
that high. You can try and force him, have him go through the hedge and start climbing up the rope behind Uther.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. He's gonna start going.
Athletics or
Yes.
acrobatics, your choice.
No. I
Okay.
rolled a 3 on the dice.
Okay, so
He's gonna take.
Baby
damage
Soul
from me.
takes 7 damage
Oof.
and gets trapped in the hedge.
Oh no. Okay.
So
That's
he'll take
fine.
damage again at the start of his next turn, but then can leave the hedge.
Okay. Baby Soul, I'm so sorry.
Ficus, your turn.
All right, Ficus is going to slightly remember what the maze looked like. And she's going to run all the way up to here with her bonus action, dash, and movement, and then climb up on top of this hedge so she's much closer to Baby Lasagna and the floating skull. I personally cannot see it. Is there a hedge right here?
Yes, there's a hedge there. She's 20 feet above that hedge.
All right. And then
And from here, you can see a very large Uther has begun to climb up a rope underneath it.
neat, but not quite engaged
In fact,
yet.
the
so-
entire skull is listing
Oh, sick.
now on the side that he is trying to climb up.
Okay. I'm gonna move to that corner.
So
guess
at the
it's-
top, you're at 60 feet of movement because you climb at half your speed.
Yes. Okay.
So
stay
60's
here.
right here.
Yep.
Yep.
I can stay there, and then I'm gonna shoot her.
Okay. She has cover because of her skull.
Pew. No.
13
I'm not going to
misses.
shoot her. I'm going to just sit up there and be like, oops, and deal with the consequences of my actions.
Okay. Soul, it's your turn.
Real quick. Is the rope, I have to be on the left side, on the right side of her to be able to climb, or can I see it on the left side as well?
You're going to have to be on the right side of her to climb.
All right.
So you'll have to push through the bushes to get there.
Please put me down before you do that.
All right, I'll
Hi.
believe you then. In that case, I will just take this turn to cast on myself. Let's see. Target weapon with divine energy. No, I'm going to. Basically protection from evil.
Okay. It's the spell now is just protection from good and evil. It works for everything, so you're good.
Mm-hmm. And that is one action. And then I guess I will stay here with Bright in case something else gets hurled at us.
Great.
Okay. Uther, you have 15 more feet of rope to climb in order to get in.
Okay, well that's easy enough. I'm up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're big.
And I'm
You-
just going to look at
You
her.
climb up and you occupy the rest of this dragon skull cavity. She's up there and turns to look at you, like sees your hand come up over the side and start pulling yourself up.
You have
Well,
made a lot
aren't
of
you
bad choices today, witch.
Aren't you a chunk of meat?
I see this and think, oh no, what have I done?
Come, side of beef. Swing.
Oh, no swinging today. And he puts his sword up. And my first attack, I would like to grapple her by choking her to make sure that she can't speak.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics.
Yeah, he's going for throat and hand.
You have
Okay.
advantage because you enlarged.
Yep. And good thing too, because I'm gonna need it. Are you joking me right now?
Roll real dice.
Yeah,
She
Welcome to
only-
my world
Seriously,
tonight.
all of you. Roll
She
real
only
dice.
rolled a 9.
Woo! And then he's going to take her towards the edge and go, let's see how you like your tricks. And we are both going to jump into the hedge.
Okay.
I'm
you-
slamming her into the hedge.
All right. So you grab her to choke her. Let's give you some damage for that. And because I
Mhm.
don't mind flavor, you can roll a d10 plus your strength, something like that.
Okie dokie.
You're so
I think
cool.
that's what your weapon is.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm enabling you now so I don't feel frustrated at everything going right for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's so great.
13. That's going to be 13 damage on the first choke. And then we fall however many feet we are in the sky. And then the hedge does its damage to us. I'm okay with this.
So you are falling 20 feet.
Mhm.
So
and
that's
Land on top
And
of her.
before we jump, I would like to rage. That's
Okay.
very important.
Make sure you land on top of her.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm trying
Knee
to
to the
land on
back.
top of her.
Just-
Like,
Yeah,
we-
it's really cool to
we
ride her
made
like
her
a
gut.
surfboard. Can confirm.
We've
as
done
you are
it. There were
as you are falling,
Mhm.
you just barely, not enough to cast a spell because
Mhm.
obviously that's what you did on purpose. But you can hear her choke out, "Cute," and then she bursts into a swarm of flies.
What the
no,
fuck
no,
is this?
And you fall 20 feet through a swarm of flies.
She needs to be able to speak or move her fingers.
I am looking at it, and she does not.
What the fucking shit is this?
This is not a spell. This is just an action she can take. There are
Oh,
no
that's-
verbal or somatic components
That's
whatsoever.
balls. I am enraged.
She just does.
But does she have to use an action for that?
It's her action as she's falling, yes. This is her turn.
I thought it
She
was
won't
my
be
turn
cast-
where
Yeah, it's his turn.
Well, you're falling, yes, but you climbed up, you choked her, you dealt damage, you jumped.
Okay.
She turned into flies on the
right
way
after
down.
you.
Huh? Okay.
As for the damage that you asked about, it is first 10 damage from the razor thorns themselves,
Okay, so 2 damage.
and then only 20 feet of falling is only, what is it now, a d6? I can't remember.
2d6.
D6 per 10.
2d6, yep. So 5 from the fall.
Okay. So I'll be alright.
I will
The
too.
swarm flies back up into her skull and rematerializes. That's her turn. Ficus, you are standing on top of a hedge as this house turns to look at you. At least you think it looks at you.
Yeah, fuck this house.
As there's this squelching sound as it wraps one of its roots around another rock and sends it flying your way. 19 to hit.
I think that hits. Yeah. Oh yeah. Never mind. I have no
Please
AC.
uncanny dodge that.
Oh, I will.
That is-
definitely uncanny dodge.
26 bludgeoning damage.
That is 13 bludgeoning damage. Thank you.
And make an dexterity saving throw to keep from falling off the side of the hedge.
Oh my god. Fuck that. That's a 9.
We are rolling terribly.
Don't even have
Ev-
that plus 2 anymore.
Everyone's rolling so bad. As you fall, you just fall prone right here. Leaf. You have just watched Uther climb to the top, grab her, jump off, and then pass through a swarm of flies.
I mean, maybe. I'm like.
Oh, wait, no,
behind
that's
the
right. You're not up
hedges.
anymore. Yeah, no, you don't see any of it. You hear yelling in combat.
I'm gonna take the chance and jump through the hedge.
Okay.
What I gotta
Uh,
roll?
Either athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
All right, this is my last. They're equally the same. I'll just go with athletics since I'm trained.
Either way, you take 10 damage, and you pass through fine. So it costs 10 feet of movement to go through instead of 5.
Okay. Oh,
And
well, that's not good. Because that would put me in the middle of it. Well, I mean, that's fine because I was going to double move, so that makes sense. So I have 5 less than... Because I was at 30 to get to that point, so I'll go to 25 right there.
sure. There you go. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just cursing and, you know,
Right. It's your turn.
frustrated. Are we going to take a break? We're at the bottom of the turn order. Maybe it's a good time.
I'm gonna get so much ice cream on break, so you know, let's figure out
As-
a good time for that.
As Leaf is swearing and running, the house is tossing rocks, and Baba Lysaga is cackling in her skull. We will take a really quick break to grab water and stretch and bathroom, and we will see you all very shortly.
I took 6 damage, right?
10 plus 4.
Okay.
10. Okay, shoot, I'll fix that.
I don't like this place anymore.
So we'll be
Alright,
back very
y'all.
soon.
We'll be
Get me out of
back.
this swamp.
Get out of this swamp.
Yeah. Pretty much sums it up, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Wait.
Oh,
is
you did hit the
Uther-
button. I thought you were going to count down. We're back.
We're back.
So we're good. You know, I'm doing fantastic. I don't know about everyone else. I'm in a good place. I feel great
Stress
about
eating
it.
cake.
I've
Right.
already eaten half my ice cream, and there's still this much left. Okay, like
It's your
It's your
turn, Brett. We will pick up from the rematerialization from Leaf jogging to catch up, tearing his way through, and it's back to you.
This is fine. I don't really have any other things that I can do while I concentrate on enlarge. So, I guess what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna try and cast Thorn Whip on her to yank her down.
Okay. She is 30 feet above the ground
Guess what?
and 20 feet away from you, so that's 50 feet. We'll
Okay,
forget
never mind.
Pythagoras.
Thorn Whip is 30 feet. So I can't do that. So I'm doing... Nope, that's also 30 feet. Shoot. Oh no. Hey! I guess we're doing Catapult, because that has a range of 150. So I'm
Okay.
Could you
needing
possibly
to spike at her.
do me a favor and burn a hole in that bush I'd have to pass through to get to the rope?
Yeah, you're right. I will produce flame instead at the bush.
Okay.
I don't know if I have to attack it.
No, just go ahead and roll some damage.
Sweet. I rolled double 8s.
Okay. You burn a hole in the bush right here.
Thank you for asking so nicely, Soul.
Thank you kindly. I'm tired of taking
Get
damage
us
to these
through.
So
Just
I
get
will
us
go
through.
to the
And technically Sanctuary's still up then, because I didn't cast on an enemy creature.
Yep.
Love that.
Let me
Oh, but you're
redraw.
raging, so you can't concentrate on it. Never mind.
Sanctuary is not concentration.
Oh, it bless you. You're amazing.
That's why I did it.
You are amazing.
That. So now I can delete this, and you should be able to see through.
Nice.
Hooray.
There you go.
Thank you. That's
Should have made smaller walls.
All
right.
Yeah. And Baby Soul needs to get out of the hedge.
Okay. Wherever you want to put him, it takes an additional 9 damage, and you can put him on either side of the.
Great. Oh, I'll put him there then. Can you start
Okay.
climbing the rope?
Yep. So it's 30 feet of rope. He's
Sweet.
moved 5 feet. So whatever his move is, it's half of that. So he makes it up like 10 feet.
He has a 40-foot movement.
Okay, so he makes it up 17 feet, 15 feet,
Nice.
halfway up the rope. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Ficus, you are up.
All right. I want to test something.
Sure.
Ficus is going to once again climb up here, and then she is going to jump over the hedge to land on this part of the hedge. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
And then she wants to then jump from the hedge to the rope to begin climbing up.
Okay. So you don't have a climbing speed.
Nope.
So it takes 20 feet to get to here. Ooh, that's her, not you. So 20 feet to get to here.
I'll move me back. Yep.
I'm not. It's only a 5-foot jump. You're a halfling. You're skilled. You're level 7. I'm not going to make you roll to jump over 5 feet, but it is 10 more feet. So that's 30 to get to there.
Yep. So I'll be using my dash.
Okay. So you jump and grab the rope. So you're going to be 10 feet up the rope already.
Yes.
So you've got 20 feet left. You climb at half speed. You can be your next turn. You can go over the lip,
Can I use
unless I mathed wrong it.
Can I use my action to finish out the movement?
Yes.
Oh, do I want to do that? I can't see over the lip yet.
No, not unless you take your action to go up over the side.
Ugh, I don't want to be in Uther's way when Uther comes up the rope next. So yeah, yep, I'm
Okay.
climbing.
I mean,
I'm not
Baby
gonna go
Soul is up there,
inside. No, never mind. Nope, I am gonna go inside. I'm gonna go
Okay.
right inside and just press up against the wall.
This beautiful young woman turns and looks at you and says, "Hello, little one."
Quiet.
Soul, your turn.
All right, Soul's gonna pull out Command and cast it on Baba Yaga. 15 Wisdom save.
Okay. Pull that up. Make this or attempt the save. I have a +2 from
course you
Tony.
do.
Thank you.
They want us to lose.
22. She resists.
Damn it. That's my action. Then aside from that, I am just crap. That was a 50-50 shot on that one. And then
Leave me start climbing the rope, I guess.
I don't want to climb the rope.
Oh,
It's a tree out there throwing boulders. Let's see. Bonus action. The spell ends. Let's say bonus action. I'm just gonna cast Shield of Faith on.
Can't cast a second spell unless one's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any cantrips. All right. Then I will just. You know what? I'm just gonna stay under the rope.
You're gonna go. Okay. So go ahead and go straight through underneath the skull.
Yep.
Okay. Uther, you are laying in a hedge.
Clarification, Soul, am I going with you?
Yes, because I'm still
Good
carrying
deal.
you, aren't I?
Yep. Good.
Okay. There you go. You're muted, Noir.
I'm going to get up.
Oh.
I'm bigger now, much bigger. I was 7'2" before. That's doubled now.
Right.
I would like to just jump up and climb on this thing,
Okay.
or climb in this thing, rather.
Go ahead and, well, let's say 14-foot jump. You're big. Go ahead and make an athletics roll. An athletics check. It's mostly just for grabbing the side as you jump up.
I'm about
Not
to say,
whether or not you
you
make
need
the
to
jump.
pass
With
this.
advantage.
Yeah, just.
Yep.
Oh yeah, with advantage. Man. So just. And as he gets up there, he is going to say, I commit your soul to the dark. I commit your soul to the void. When you pass, nothing will remain, and your eternal life is forfeit. And you know what that is?
Yep.
Our word kill, right?
Or
This is the dankest
as you begin to
dungeon.
speak,
Mm-hmm.
she goes from this cocky glance at you, and her eyebrows go up, and she seems surprised for a moment. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay.
We have more heals. I'm gonna
and
use some of them.
Before I do that, I would like to use I would like to use a bonus action if I could. To channel my divinity to make the next hit against her a crit,
Okay.
or to give her vulnerability.
What do you get? What channel divinity for? Okay, if that's what it does.
Let me put it in the chat. Give me just a second here. That's not it.
Know which domain it is?
Bah. Actually, I can't do it. It's an action, so never mind. Instead, I'm just going to attack. But I
It's
will
a
do
real
that
damn
next.
strong bonus action. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will be doing that for whenever Soul gets up here, so his smite will be mighty.
Okay.
Let's see, but I am just going to attack. Yeah, okay, fuck this. I'm going with physical dice.
Okay.
That was
13 misses.
I told you.
That's what I'm talking about. Nat 20.
Nat
Hold
20?
on. Hold on. Because
Real dice are kind.
I've got proof I ain't a liar. You see that skull emoji? That's death right there. That's death. All right, sorry. All right, so that's 46 plus 5. Do I trust roll 20 to do damage? Yes. Yes. Never again. 18.
18.
18. Is there anybody else in the skull with us?
Ficus is, yes. And it's very, very tight up there. In fact, I should have made you roll. The reason you missed is because I would have made you roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
I share spaces with people larger than me.
Oh, also, there's an additional 1d4 damage because I'm larger. So there's.
And then you also rolled the additional 3d6 damage.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right.
Dump it all onto her
So you've got
face.
3d6 that's doubled and
So-
1d4 that's doubled.
So that's 15, 16, 17, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 points of damage.
30 more points of damage on top of the 18?
No, that's 30 damage total.
Okay. So I will say
Wow.
that. As you just lay into her, and as your sword starts cutting, there is this trail of black smoke coming from the sword. And it's coming as your sword passes through is when the smoke seems to try and grasp onto your sword. Ficus, you're the only one that can see that, so that's new.
How neat is that?
Anything else up there in a skull?
Nah, I think we're doing all right up here.
All right, so that changes a few things.
Is Uther directly behind me?
You are in the skull at the same time.
All right, I'm just gonna gently give him a fist bump after he did that.
He looks at you strange, but he gives you the fist bump.
You hang on. You keep hanging on to things. I'm just gonna tap the hand
I'm
that's
gonna
hanging
tap you on the
on.
shoulder. Good
Yeah.
job.
You will notice that he's extraordinarily cold.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, are you dead too?
We're all dead together. Sorry.
Alive anymore anyway.
Yep. All right. She is going to. Is that what she's going to do? Yep. She is going to begin to cast sleep, and she is going to upcast it.
Counterspell, bitch. No.
If only.
I wish.
And she really needs this to land and is a little concerned, so she is going to use that slot right there.
Ooh.
So that is a total of
55.
55. So I need everyone's hit point totals.
I'm asleep.
No, you're
Six-
not, because Baby Soul still has a bunch and will soak up most of it.
What's Baby Soul's hit points?
Baby Soul is 27.
That's after getting hit twice by the hedge.
21. He had 37 and took 16 points of damage. So 21.
Okay.
Baby
Okay.
Soul goes to sleep.
Baby Soul goes to sleep, and that's 34. Ficus, how many hit points you got left?
33.
Ficus
many?
goes to sleep.
33.
You really had 33?
67.
No.
Okay.
It
So-
ends with me.
It ends with Ficus. Baby Soul falls, but not far enough even to trigger damage because he did not make it up that far.
I don't know how he can go to sleep. He's a metal robot, but okay.
Well, if it doesn't affect him, then we can bypass him
No,
completely and go
he-
straight to.
It does affect him, and I don't understand how.
Okay, just checking.
That's
I'll
what I'm
happily
saying.
skip him. Magic,
It's magic sleep.
sleep. Same reason Ficus went to sleep, even though Ficus can't sleep anymore.
It's true.
Hey, I don't.
I was so close.
But I don't have immunity.
So she casts that. She growls a little bit at.
You put a robot to sleep, that's all. And our friend.
Uther's just gonna go, "What's the matter? Are you afraid of the void that awaits you?"
He's so edgelord.
My son would never allow it. He would never allow it. And then the giant Uther up there has a rock that's flung at his head.
Isn't he inside the skull under 3/4 cover?
Yep, he's got 3/4 cover. Does an 18 hit you with 3/4 cover?
I thought 3/4 cover made it
Plus
-5.
4. Oh, is it 5?
Yeah, so is it still 18? Because if it's 18, it hits. But if it's
No,
-5,
it's
that
13.
makes it 13, and that means it does not hit.
Okay, a rock comes whistling past your head. It's-
In
Go ahead.
response, Uther would just say, "Your son's not his favorite anymore."
Leaf, it's your turn.
Finally. So, question first and foremost is that
Mhm.
do they come into view if I step over here?
Yes, because they're 30 feet in the air, so you would be able to see them.
Okay, so he takes a side step, and then at that point, she's within 60 feet. So I'm going
30 in
to-
the air, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. She's
Oh.
like, no,
Oh,
she's
50.
beyond 60 feet.
I forgot the goofy D&D math.
If you go your full movement and just run up here, then she'll be within 60 feet. Instead
will
of
I
just
still be able to
sidestepping
see?
5 feet. Yes, they've burnt down part of the hedge and she's 30 feet up. So yes. Once you get within...
If I
what
go
I'm
to
good
there.
for.
Yep, once you get that close, you'll be able to see her 30 feet in the air.
All right. All right. Bonus action to mark her as my Slayer's prey, and then
Yep.
I'm going to try attacking with sharpshooter.
Okay.
So we're gonna take. Now I'm gonna use some real dice this time. So
Sure.
taking the -5. Here we go. First roll. That is a 12 plus 11 is 23. -5 is 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Yes. So that's a D8 plus a D6 plus 5. Yes. Okay, just checking. It's D6. Here we go. 10 damage from the first arrow.
That
Plus
with your plus 10 damage.
So 20 total.
She is
For the first arrow.
Is that the crit that Uther enforced, or?
he didn't get that. It
Oh,
takes an
okay.
action for him to do it.
Okay.
She is bloodied.
Yay! Second attack. Natural 20!
That will hit.
Which is also like, of course, I'm still doing the sharpshooter. So, yes. Let me roll these dice twice. Oh, come on. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for the first two. Oh, God, another 1 and 4. That's terrible. 8
It may not
plus
be roll 20.
5 is 13. 23 damage for the second arrow.
Okay.
Oh,
She
that's
doesn't-
terrible. Does more damage than I've ever done in my life.
She does not look good.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Does
done
she have to
anything this whole
maintain
fight until this
concentration on
moment.
sleep?
Yeah,
She has
concentration checks if
no,
she has anything up.
not on sleep. That's just you're just asleep.
All right, well, there you go.
Bright, it's your turn.
Oh, yay. Hooray. Any more burning for you, sir? Soul?
No, I'm good.
Okay. We are going to not do that. I thought about that one, but oh no. I was like, I should do ice knife, and then I'm like, no, wait, that's the one that shatters.
Hey, I could use some damage.
That's true. I can't tell that you're asleep though. And
You have
I,
no idea she's asleep. You
I
know
would
that there are
feel-
2 allies up there with the bad guys. So
I would feel very bad hurting you. Can I see it all up there? I just want to clarify that I actually can cast spells and such.
if you take 1 step back, then I'll let you cast a spell at her. She's still going to have
I
3/4 cover.
wiggle my way out of the paladin's arms for the first time, and by that I mean I probably just like tip and just fall and just.
That's how I treat you.
No, this is all my own. Like, you're trying to be careful, and I'm like, okay, we can do this, and just fling up chill touch, please. I need a dice cam. Cause also nat 20.
There you go.
Ooh. Should this have been declared before? It was in my head to do. I have a parry-apt of poison. On a successful hit, I can attempt a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, and they take poison damage additionally. Oh, it says on a successful hit.
It says on a successful hit.
So I would like to enforce that.
All right. So she makes a con save of 14.
I don't know what chill touch is anymore. I'm gonna look up that damage while you do that.
She passes the con save, so she's not
Chill
poisoned.
touch
well-
is 1d8, and according to whatever level you are.
Yep.
So,
Hang on, I can do this.
okay.
So it's 2d8 for necrotic damage, And then with
Okay.
the periapt, it is half of 4d6. So I'm going to roll 2d8 and 2d6. Roll
Okay.
the 1. Roll the 7. So 8. Roll the 6. Roll the 4. So 18.
Okay.
Done.
That it?
What do you mean, that it? I doubled that. Right?
You did by the dice rolls, yes. You roll the dice twice.
And it's not enough? Okay, that's fine. That's
She's
all I
not
got.
looking very good. She's
Okay.
in very bad shape.
I just felt like I did pretty good there.
You did. You did
Okay.
wonderful. Ficus,
Okay.
you
asleep.
dream of buttered rolls
Oh.
and cinnamon squares.
At
Soul,
least
it's your
a nice
turn.
nap.
All right. I guess Soul's gonna take 30 to climb up.
Okay, so there is an enlarged barbarian in the skull. There
There's
is
no
a
room.
medium-sized witch in there, and there is a small ficus.
All right.
As you start to climb, the skull just kind of comes down to you.
Cool.
This is the Barovian version of the mitten, where all those animals try and climb in.
So are my feet still back on the ground?
You're on the ground, and you're able to just the weight that's in there is so much that instead of climbing up, you pull it down.
All right. So if I let go, it just slides back up.
Yes.
All right. In that case, can I grab Baby Yaga?
So it's 30 feet up, and you have 30 feet of speed, right?
Yes.
So climbing is half, so you pull it halfway down with your movement as you're climbing,
Oh, okay.
and the other halfway if you want to use your other action to pull her the rest of the way down.
No, she just polymorphed again. I'll just climb in, and I guess
No, you cannot climb in because as
Oh.
you pull her down, the weight is causing it to come down. If you want to pull her all the way to the ground, it takes both your action and your movement.
all right. I will pull the thing down, and I guess use my weight to hold it there. Stand
Yep.
on it. I guess put my foot on it.
As you pull it down, it starts pulling through the hedge. Just the weight's just far too much. Doesn't hurt anybody in it. The skull pushes away the razor leaf. And Uther, it's your turn.
But are you within 10 feet now? Can you set her on fire?
As an action, he could activate his thing.
Okay.
But he's
Alright.
out of action.
So Uther is just going to walk closer to the witch and go, the new Regent of Morovia is here. And I am going to attack recklessly.
Okay.
Did I hear that?
He's not hiding it. He is.
I know he's
Okay.
not hiding it.
Let's do it. So that as you can see here is a 2 and another nat 20. That's the first attack, and I'm also frenzy for attacking, so that's 3 attacks.
So her 3 hit points aren't going to make it through the first
So that's
volley.
2 19s. And 2 1s. That's fair.
That's what I
Um,
needed.
Perfectly
So-
balanced.
As all things should be. All right. So let's go ahead and roll the damage for the crit first and foremost.
She only has 3 hit points remaining.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
then,
did you
yeah,
not
she.
hear that?
So if you
Okay,
would like
oh.
to see the numbers, go ahead. Otherwise, you can
I
just
wanna
tell
see
me
the
how you
Don't
kill her.
be that guy.
I wanna see
No,
the
I'm
numbers.
not gonna be that guy. I'll roll the numbers on my own, and I'll tell you later, Nif.
Gay.
He is just going to pull her closely and take out grief, and slowly pull her in, and whisper in her ear, "Enjoy the void, and to you, this will be the first of many mills." And then he just pulls it out.
As your sword pulls out of her chest this inky black smoke follows from the wound. It swirls around the sword, swirls around your body, and then begins to dissipate upward into the clouds.
I got a quickening Highlander style. Oh.
Her blood-slicked back black hair begins to shorten and grow brittle and gray. Her skin wrinkles and begins to dust and flake off as she slowly ages the hundreds of years of her existence, with her life ebbing out of her. There is a creaking, crashing roar as her house comes running straight toward you.
Dang it. We got Indiana Jones this. We gotta run.
To the razor grass?
It steps over each one. Stopping there,
Did we just
and its
inherit a house?
roots shoot into the ground and come flying up to pummel Uther.
We did not, in fact, inherit a house.
Like
I was hoping.
A 29
That'll hit.
for 24 bludgeoning damage.
So I'll take 6 damage.
So that is 6 to Bright. A 27
Okay.
for 36 bludgeoning damage.
So that's 13. So that's
Wait.
another 7.
Will the house have disadvantage since I'm 5 feet within them because of my ability?
Your ability's on saving throws, isn't it?
It is no protection.
You can use your reaction for
I
it.
got 1 reaction to use protection.
All right, so you can use reaction on one of the attacks if you'd like.
Yep, whichever one had the big number.
Okay,
Also,
so
the 36. You can take that one.
it's a 15 to hit instead because it's disadvantage.
Yep.
Then it misses.
So I
Okay, so
deflected 1.
And then
One thing
it's
for Uther.
and then it chucks a rock as its third one. It has multi-attack. One of them can be a rock. Wait,
Okay.
3 attacks. Nope, 3 attacks with roots. Sorry. That's a 14 to hit, which misses.
Can I just have him like fucking catch the rock?
You can have him catch a rock. The house is creaking and shaking. It's like shuddering with rage. There are cages over either side full of these squawking ravens making a racket. Leaf, it's your turn.
Hey. It's big enough to see, right?
Yes, you can clearly see this massive building.
And Baba Lysaga's dead? Like, dead? Dusty dead? Okay, good.
Dusty, a skeleton that has fallen off of Uther's sword.
Just making
Undeniably,
sure.
undoubtedly dead.
Yeah, just making sure it wasn't some stupid transformation kind of thing or something. All right, so I'm just gonna. It's big.
Substitution
and-
jutsu.
What?
Substitution jutsu. She put a skeleton in her place.
You know. So
Look, I
I'll
mean, if she
take a
did the
couple
whole
shots.
round.
I'll first bonus action and switch my Slayer's Prey to this moving thing, giant tree thing,
Death
and
House.
I'll take 2 sharpshooter shots at it.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Okay, so it's 8 plus, so it's 19 minus 5, so that's a 14 to hit for the first one.
Your arrow goes flying and hits it, but doesn't seem to hurt it. Mechanically, you didn't beat its AC.
Alrighty. Oh, dang it. The next one was lower. Fudge.
Okay. Right.
Well, that's me.
Yep. Hey, I'm good at fire, so I'm just gonna try that. 'Cause why not? I don't know what else to do. I'm not good at fire. Let's do some math here. Let's see. Nope. I rolled a 12.
12
I'm not
total
good
will
at
miss.
Yep. Sorry. I tried. I got
Anything
nothing.
else?
I would like to crawl over to my dog, I guess.
Okay.
And just start piecing together why he's asleep, because that's never happened to me before.
It'll take you an action to figure it out. Ficus, you dream sweet dreams of all that has and been and could be, curled up in a skull. Soul.
It's really nice that she has good dreams, at least.
Quick question. Is the skull still magical? Is it still floaty?
It's
I
still
feel-
floaty. If you let go of it, it's probably going to float back up. You're not certain.
All right.
Balloon.
You really don't know what's going to happen with it.
In that case, let me see. Trying to figure out, do I have a thing to help Ficus?
You can slap
It
me.
takes an action to wake up a sleeping ally.
Okay. Well, in that case,
You should do that.
instead, no, I'm gonna pick up Bright and put her in the skull, and then step off. Of
Great.
Okay. So we'll
I'm
say
just
the
like
weight's
crawling
sufficient
towards
to.
my dog, and you're like,
If you don't resist, he'll put you in the skull. Right?
I
You
don't
fine with it?
resist. I'm
All right.
Baby Yoda now.
No, now you're in 3/4 cover.
That's
But a
true.
mean house.
Anything else, Soul?
Mean house.
Was that an action to pick her up? And
That's an
move her?
action. You've got movement left.
Which way is the house?
It's in front of you through the hedge. You don't see where its legs would be.
All right, then I'm just going to in my turn. I'll move forward to try and get his attention and just hold there.
Okay. Uther, go ahead.
Quick question: did the skull come down?
Soul pulled it down, and then he put Bright in it to keep it down, and it didn't go back up when he let go of it.
All right, so I'm just going to. How far is the house from me?
10 feet in front of you.
And how high is like the door of the house?
The door of the house would be another probably 15 feet over the top of the hedge wall, so 25 feet off the ground. If you're in the skull, then you're basically, only 5 feet off the ground. It's like 20 feet above you. And you're 14 feet tall. Yeah, you can like reach up and grab it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump up onto the porch of the house.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say to it, do you really think your fate will be anything other than what has occurred to your master? And that will be my path to the grave, where the next hit on it is going to be a crit.
You're intimidating
Okay.
the building right now.
And then for my bonus action, I would like to frenzy attack. And I would like to do so recklessly.
Okay, you can do that even without attacking? That's crazy. Go ahead.
I just read it up, but here I'll put it in chat so y'all can see I'm on the up and up.
Hey, you're on the up and up. I'm with it.
Starting when you choose this path, at 3rd level, you can go into frenzy when you rage. If you do so during the duration of your rage, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action, and you don't need to attack as the main action.
Yep, that's what it. Yep, there is no. There you go. Swing away.
All right.
It's a crit, so just roll damage.
Rock and roll. So that's going to be.
And while you roll that and do math, what you see, the hut is 15 feet on a side and packed with old furniture, including a wooden cot, a wicker cabinet, a slender wardrobe, a wooden table, a stool, a barrel-topped wooden chest reinforced with brass bands, and most notably, a claw-footed iron tub stained with blood in the middle of the room.
Aw.
Beneath the floor, underneath the tub, is this orange glow seeping through the floorboards. But
Don't-
your damage.
Don't forget extra enlarged damage.
Oh, right. Thank you. Where's that D4? Oh, nice. Oh, that's gonna be 40 points of damage on the house. Just
40 points of damage on the house.
as he like
All of you see
Pays the
Uther
door.
jump up into the house, and you just hear chaos and wreckage. The house kind of rocks a little bit, and then its legs start like punching up into its face, and they're flying through the window, through the doorway.
Is it attacking itself? Please tell me it's attacking itself.
A 19 to hit you.
A 19 to hit me will hit.
28 damage.
Okay, so I'm going to use my reaction, which is Stone's Endurance, so I get to roll a d12 plus my Constitution and ignore that much damage. Let's see, I'm already ignoring, so that's a 14, 7, so let's see.
So 7 damage to Bright.
Sorry, Bright.
You don't know. I didn't
really
tell
does
you
not
for a
know that
reason.
this is happening. And
We'll work it out at the end of this.
That's 9 plus 4, so 13. So yeah, I believe he ignores all the damage.
You ignore that damage. The second root punches through, a 28 to hit.
Yeah, he'll take that. So that's
For
5 damage.
Yep, 20 damage goes to 10, 5. Bright, you take 5. Uther, you take 5. And the last root is a crit for 29 plus 25 is 54 damage.
All right, so give me just a second here.
So that goes down
That's
to
half to
27.
27.
So each of you take 13.
Ooh, still, I'm good.
God bless.
13 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
Each of you take 13, yes.
Uh-huh.
This tree is just rocking back and forth. It is shuddering with rage. Leaf, go ahead.
Okie dokie. Hopefully this round will be better than the last.
I took damage, so I have had to roll concentration checks.
Oh, that's
I
right. Yep.
Passed all of them except for that last one.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
It's
Uther, you
like-
feeling small?
Does this thing? It looks like it's real tough right now, doesn't it?
It is looking real tough.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take a bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on it to add
Okay.
a second d6 of damage to anything I hit. And then I will make my attacks. I rolled low last time, so I'm still going to try using the sharpshooter.
Okay.
So that's 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Okay, so here goes d8 plus 2d6 plus 10. Alright, I got new dice that are a little tricky to read. Alright, so that's 7 plus another d6. Oh, nice. 12, 17, 27 damage for the first hit.
Okay, 27 damage.
Okay, here's second attack. Is a
These
19
bolts of
on
light
the
fly
die.
through it.
So,
19
yeah.
plus everything minus will hit. Yep.
Yeah, I suppose
Plus
I haven't been
everything.
doing my flavor for the day. So this is Corpse Slayer. His bow is, he pulls back this like string, and a little razor line of light shoots out towards his victims. There's no actual arrow; it's just purely magical. But that was a natural 19, so that's gonna hit.
Yep.
And, let's see. So here is more damage. 6 plus another 6. That's 10. Plus 10 is 20. Plus 5. So 25 for the second hit.
Okay.
That's bonus action and action, and I'm going to stand my ground and just try to keep pelting it with arrows.
Right, it's your turn.
I have been deposited in this lovely skull cradle and now see that my friend Ficus is asleep. So I will go wake her up, please. Thank
To
you.
be floating now, right?
Takes an action.
Yeah.
And,
just kind of like Ficus, you wake up to Bright shaking you of like, what are you doing? Get up, get up, get up. And just like gets knocked to the side, and just all of these tiny little cuts and stuff start appearing as Uther is getting punched to ribbons up there. Just, yeah, just dip. And just points to the house. She's gone, but the house is not.
Ficus,
Okay.
your turn.
Ficus will sleepily stand up rub the sleep out of her eyes. Is there a branch, a root nearby that she can jump out of the skull onto? If it's just walloping us, I'm assuming there's one close by.
Yes. Yeah,
Because
there's
she
one
is going to
right over here.
attempt to use that to get up.
Okay.
I don't know how we want to do that, just because it's very hard for, like, with line of sight cameras. Like, I can't see chunks
there's
of things.
not an easy. So what I will do is I will toss you on
because
the.
their weight shouldn't equal me and Uther.
Oh yeah, we're floating.
It's not floating. It didn't go back up. It just sat there after you let go.
It's
Oh.
like we killed the person controlling it.
And I'm going to toss you on the root. So you can make an acrobatics check to climb up it. Let's see, that's 5. Yeah, if you get 13 or more, you can get up into the house as your full movement. Any less, and you'll get to the house and be done with your turn.
Nope.
Okay. You're able to get up there with Uther, sharing a space with him. I'm going to push him ahead just a little bit. Or you ahead a little bit, one of the two of you.
Time to go to real dice next turn. I even had real dice in my hand, and I was like wishing on one, and then I went to sleep, so I forgot about them. Okay.
I think I removed all the relevant sight lines, so everyone should see everything now.
All right.
Soul, go ahead.
This flint and steel, is it magical or is it just regular flint and steel?
It is a magic item. If you light it, if you use an action to light it, you will get a ring of fire around you.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna carry on through. So I'm assuming the base of the tree.
I lost where you went.
I just went forward 10 feet.
You still can't go through the hedge without pushing through, but if you want to push through the hedge to be underneath it, you can.
All right, so
It's up to you.
and then I'm athletics.
Yep. Either acrobatics or athletics.
There we
Either
go.
way, you take... the dice aren't rolling. Either way, you take 9 damage. As the razor leaf cuts at you. And then
Okay.
you... Yep, you pass through.
And
Because of where its legs are, you can attack its roots as though you were within melee to it.
Okay.
So there is something for you to attack being underneath it. If you want to do that, you can use your action to light your magic fire.
Yep. Magic fire on the tree.
Okay. The tree begins to burn. And I can't remember how much damage I told you. How much damage is it?
1d6 per 7 plus 7.
Okay.
So
And that'll be on its turn. Uther, you are inside the house that is trying to punch you through its own windows. You're muted again, too.
Blurb. I would like to look for... So I would like to think that I've spent enough time seeing Bright mess around with knickknacks to know that generally there's something that makes it go. Like, I'm thinking if I stab the sink, it's not gonna hurt it. I'm looking for the thing that looks like if I hit it, it'll hurt it.
I'm so proud of you.
Go ahead and make
Also-
an Arcana check.
Everything in here is a mimic, so be careful.
Okay, Arcana check. -1, baby. Let's go. 14?
I am so proud of you.
There's something glowing under the blood-stained bathtub in the middle of the room. So unlike the picture that you're seeing, the bathtub's in the center of the room instead of the bassinet. It is
Good.
stained with blood just as it shows, and then underneath there is this orange glow.
I'm going to move the tub over.
Okay.
And then I'm imagining all that was an action, so I'd like to use my
Yep.
bonus action to attack recklessly whatever this orange glowy thing is.
All right, so for now it's the floor. Go ahead and attack.
That is going to be... I love my dice. Another nat 20.
Hits the floor.
So-
Roll crit damage.
Okay. Attack floor. Okay.
No more
3,
enlarged damage, unfortunately.
6. So that's 9. second. So 28?
28. Okay. You start hacking away at the floor, and as you break through, the boards splinter. There's like this thick sap-like blood that comes through from the boards themselves as they break away, and wrapped in these very thin roots is a gem that looks very much like the one that howls every time it's touched. So it's one of the naphesh that you've been looking for.
Yay!
So, Ficus, I leave this to you now.
And the tree is going to start trying to pummel you again.
There we go.
26 to hit,
That's gonna hit.
41 damage. You muted yourself.
No, I was just doing math. So that's 11 damage.
And then that's 11 to Bright as well.
Mm-hmm.
The second root's a 22 to hit.
Yep.
It's 37.
Hey, before we do that, can I take some D4s before you inflict that damage?
Not in the middle of the attacks.
Did we use
Okay,
any
cool.
of the 10?
That's
Oh.
fine.
Yep.
No, we have not used any of the 10.
So that is 37.
Mm-hmm. So that's
Which is
17 divided by 2.
9.
So, 9.
9 and 9. The third one's a 28
Okay.
for 29, which is 8 and 8.
So 8.
And I hit 0.
Okay.
I
You hit 0,
collapse in the
so
skull
you're-
where nobody can see.
Your spell disperses.
And the ring that has been feeling kind of warm just goes cold.
Y'all hear him go, right.
Leaf, it's your turn.
I'm at this point it's just like rinse and repeat. So, let's take another shot. 2 shots. Here we go. The first one's a miss. I rolled a 4. Second one's a hit. Natural 18. Damage incoming. Boo. Oh, boo. It's low. 16. 21 damage.
The tree starts listing to one side. You suppose it's the equivalent of being bloodied.
Okay. I'm just not putting out the damage. I'm sorry.
Bright, you can use healing now if you want.
Hey, I passed my death save. Yay.
It's better if you don't heal, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I passed my death save. I'm just gonna
coast. All right. Ficus, you are inside of a 15 by 15 foot room. Uther has just torn the floor out and pointed to a light that's glowing underneath the floorboards.
Ficus will scurry forward and just go for. Oh, sorry, I accidentally moved Uther. I don't even know how I did that. Uther was somewhere else.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You're all in there. We don't need to.
We're all in the house. Okay, Ficus is gonna run under the bathtub, just slide under it, and go for the gem.
Okay.
And then as she passes through while grabbing it, she wants to go straight to the other side because when she walked inside, all she could see was a chest across the room.
Okay.
I mean, bloody bathtub was pretty gross and stuff like that, but if there's an off switch and it's not this gem, it's going to be inside that chest.
Okay.
She wants to open it, but she wants to check it for traps first. Because if I was a city old bitch, I would trap anything that I liked.
The first thing is as you go sliding by this stone, you recognize it. It's the stone that was mounted in the bone grinder that you
From the
saw
house? From the
from the
mill?
windmill.
from the
It's
windmill.
From the windmill.
The other thing
Those
is as
bitches.
as you reach down to grab it, it doesn't come out of those roots. It's in there securely.
Oh,
You're
then I stay
probably
here.
going to have to cut it out.
Yep, I stay here. Fuck that chest, and then I would just go in with a knife and just try to stab it out.
Okay. Make an attack. The AC is lower.
I don't know what die to use. A natural 18.
That's going to hit.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll damage as though it were a crit. So double your damage.
So 30 damage, I guess, because Uther's still right there. Hopefully I can get sneak attack on a gem that doesn't know who I am.
You start hacking at the roots, and the roots start coming out of it, and the entire house starts to just squeal and shudder. Soul.
Soul's gonna climb up the root. So what's that? Does that give me full? Is that the full 30?
You can make your way the entire way in. Yep.
All right.
And you see Ficus stabbing at this ball of thin roots wrapped around a gem that looks a lot like the naphesh that you had from before.
Well, I'm gonna tell her to move, and I am going to overhand try to just, I guess, no, golf swing it out of there.
Okay.
You
Go
under a
ahead.
bathtub?
The bathtub got thrown off to the
We
side.
pushed
by
that
Uther.
aside.
Okay.
Yep. The floor's been broken open. You've got easy access to it. Go ahead and golf swing away.
All right. Let's see. Never use it from here. 19.
19 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage and double it.
Up, 12.
That's okay. Uther.
Uther is going to run out of the house and take a jump.
Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's so he has made it down safely. And he is going to cast Cure Wounds and cure something he did not know about his new abilities. Is when he casts a healing spell on someone at 0 hit points, it's the maximum heal. So like he just picks up Bright and go, "What did you do?" And he starts to glow blue, and all of that goes to Bright, and
All of her injuries are exactly what yours are, down to the last cut.
and that is going to be 9, 10, 11. So you gain 11 hit points.
Sweet, thank you. Guess what? I pre-rolled my next death save and it was a natural 1, so thank you.
And then he is going to take the potion that he got as his bonus action and down the gullet. So that is a superior heal plus 1d4 for the next 10 rounds.
Because she's conscious, Bright, it's gonna cost you your
That's
action
fine.
to take it when it gets to you.
That's fine.
I'll say bonus action. Yep. All right. The house is still pissed at Uther. And the roots come flying.
Great.
28 to hit.
You're taking this all yourself.
Yeah, he's just getting in the way so that it doesn't hit Bright. And yeah, he's going to take
37, 35, 27.
Go ahead, Piccolo.
28,
Y'all
24, 23. All hit.
Y'all just see doof, doof, doof. And he just looks at Bright and go, "You okay?" And then
You just collapse on top of me?
no, he falls next
Oh.
to you. But yeah, he's down.
Oh.
Leaf.
Oh dear. All right, I'm just gonna try to take this thing down. Wish me luck, y'all.
Mhm.
Come on, baby. That's a hit. So 14 plus 20. Yeah, that's a 20 to hit, right? So
That'll hit.
that's the first one. So this is gonna that's a little better. 9 plus
While Leaf is adding that up, the house didn't take its fire damage.
Oh, yep, I'll do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh god. Oh, 20.
1d6 plus 7.
26 for the first hit damage.
Okay.
And the second one is higher to hit, so that's gonna hit as well. Oh, decent damage. 24 for the second.
24. It is not looking good, but it's not down yet. Bright.
Well, it's time to return the favor of healing somebody who's unconscious. So,
Wait, I read the die wrong. There should be an extra 5 on that. I'm sorry.
Okay, got it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, you were taking that both.
I just have regular cure wounds. So I use my bonus action to like be force fed.
Yep.
And then immediately he just collapses in front and I just like spring back on top of him. I'm like, no, and just like start yelling no again and cure wounds him and shake him.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's 10. Yes.
10 healing as Uther comes back to
Yep.
consciousness.
No. Noir and I both rolled our death saves preemptively, and he failed all of his. So I'm very glad that I did that.
I rolled a 3, a 9, and a 1.
Apparently, Uther was willing to sell his soul a bit quickly, huh?
Yeah, it's looking.
Uther's favor
looking-
ran out. Death was waiting to see you, buddy.
Yeah, well, the second he did a good thing, he got screwed. So what does that tell you?
I guess it's your turn.
Yeah. So
Whose turn is it? Soul?
It's
Ficus.
me.
It's Ficus's
Yeah.
turn.
It's Ficus' turn.
All right, I'm gonna double stab at the gem in the floor.
Go ahead.
18 and 14, so
Both will hit.
Okay. Neat. Stab.
And I don't think you can fail to kill it, but we'll see.
That reminds me, I'm gonna not roll 20 dice. Do. Okay, so for the first dagger, that is a 4 plus 4, so 8.
Okay.
And
Still up.
then 6 plus sneak attack damage. Do. 11 for the sneak attack damage.
As you start slashing at it, these roots are cut away and the gem pops up in the air and you catch it. The entire root system starts to shake. The house collapses in a heap as you and Soul are brought down with a crash. There is the tearing of branches. There is this squeal. And you hear in the back of your mind when you touch this stone, a raven cry out.
The moment
And a drop of
Go ahead.
and a drop of blood from above, red blood, falls and lands on your hand. You look up, and in the shadows, covered in branches above, is a figure hanging upside down. And that is where we will stop for the evening.
Okay, I'll do what I wanted to do next time. That was intense.
Thank you for hanging around for a little bit longer of a session tonight as we had a couple things to beat down. Hope you enjoyed being here. We will still stick around for a short amount of time, no more than 15 minutes. I'm going to call a hard cutoff at midnight because it has gone late. It was, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, a little bit on the stressful side. But if you have any comments, questions, concerns, conundrums, or qualms, now is the time. And we'll hang for about 15. This is a question for you guys. How was that boss fight?
Loved it. Loved it.
I am shocked that we are all still alive right now.
I agree.
I just
am
would like
shocked.
to say that Uther has been validated yet again.
Yeah, I know I hate it, but I also don't mind at this point. I, not gonna lie, I thought that the whole warding bond was gonna not be worth it because you were just gonna tank it all anyways, and then I dropped it and you collapsed right in front of me, and I'm like, I did a good choice.
That warding bond made him almost unkillable. It was great.
Yeah, because it almost killed somebody else.
You know
Somebody
what?
scroll through and see how much damage Uther soaked. Because at any
Well-
point, any two of those is almost enough to knock out anyone else in the party.
Oh yeah, if that crit would have hit me, I would have been done.
Yeah.
And if you would have like double whapped me after that, I would have been
I
fucking
felt
dead
so
dead.
godly. It was just
You're
like,
welcome.
what, 40 damage? Bring it on.
Yeah. We are gonna have a good in character talk though, because
Yeah.
everything that you took, Bright took.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, he didn't know that,
I know.
and he still doesn't know for sure what happened. He just knows that the ring went dead. He knew something was wrong. He ran back and found you unconscious, and he's kind of putting it together like, what the fuck did you do? Don't ever do that again.
Too late. It's our strategy now forever. We're gonna do this every time now.
I am very curious what happens to the Baba Lysaga, because she didn't just die a normal death, did she?
So she did not.
We're gonna have to talk about that too.
Shadow Realm, I feel
She's
like.
fucking coming back. You know this now. We're gonna have some like Shadow World fight, and we're gonna get fucked.
I can say with confidence that Uther is certain that she's not coming back.
She's not coming back, y'all. But I'm pretty sure I just crossed the line. It ain't no coming back.
And you just dragged Bright with you.
But it was worth it.
Haven't any other.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh
that
no.
I enjoyed that. That was a fun story fight.
That was very good for
Good.
story.
Oh,
I am so mad that we actually tried to plan and you were like, psych, labyrinth fight. But also,
So-
it was incredibly well done. What a good surprise. I loved it and hated it at the same time. Well done.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, the biggest problem I had is I did everything with her spell list from the beginning.
Yep.
There was no DM cheese in there at all. All of that was
Mhm.
spell
The other
slots
way.
she burned. Her scrying was successful so that she knew exactly where you guys were. She can be 120 feet away to cast her programmed image whenever, and she can be up to a mile away to cast the other. So she was set.
How
Wow.
did she cast programmed illusion? Like, what was the mechanics of this?
Programmed illusion, you just make a big illusion and it just does something for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's based on a trigger. So her trigger was at noon, the programmed illusion goes off.
Right.
Yeah, but
And
then
then-
how did the labyrinth get here?
She has a 10-minute casting time on Mirage Arcana. It's
Okay.
arcane. It's that spell I accidentally sent into
Ah.
chat trying to reread it. So you can
Mhm.
create Mirage Arcane is a massive illusion spell that changes the terrain and including buildings however you want, and they exist.
Yeah.
So it's just this, it is a strong spell.
Yeah, I can tell.
I was here for this fight. That's why Uther keeps telling y'all the ultimate strategy is cast murder at max level.
Well, and like, that's the reason that Bright's going darkest, because, like, look, it's useful and it's a means to an end.
Is that how this gonna work?
Mhm.
Oh no!
Because at this point, her mindset is entirely ends justify the means.
I'm so sorry. I'm having two conversations at once, and it's awesome.
Mhm.
Oh.
Well.
Yep.
So, a couple things to deal with on the back end. You have found, just for the sake of clarity, you have found another naphesh.
Yay.
So you
Do
have
we
two
know
of the
which one
three.
yet? Can I put it on the conspiracy map?
Ficus knows which one because it made a raven's cawing sound when she touched it. So you will find out that it's the Seekers as soon as you talk
cool.
to Ficus.
I'm gonna just write it
Nice.
down so that we know.
That's the one I kind of was hoping it was because that's what I put in my notes. So I guess my brain already went there.
Okay, I'm no longer understand my own conspiracy map, so we'll work on that.
The things that you know right now, you have the Seeker's Nefesh. You have the Huntress's Nefesh. You know that Mother Ava is the Seeker. You know that there is a shrine right here.
Yep.
That is to the
Weaver.
I gotta look at it again, to the Weaver. You have a shrine to the Huntress next to the Windmill.
And the shrine to the Keeper should be on Yester Hill.
Yes, so the Seeker Shrine is on Yester Hill.
And then the other Nefesh is potentially in Kresk. And
Potentially. Yeah.
Muriel might know where the Huntress Defane is.
So you know that the Weaver likes to hang out close to her sisters. So that's that note. It's not Muriel.
Oh, okay.
Muriel basically knew what she already told you.
Okay. So we're taking that off the map. Yeah. Okay.
Well done, everyone.
You.
So would the house have gone after whoever killed Baba Lysaga?
Yes.
Oh man.
Whoever
we
got the killing
lucky.
blow was going to
We
be
got lucky.
bludgeoned until they
Yeah.
were unconscious. And then
Yikes.
after that, it was whoever got into the house. So it was a little bit of a toss-up whether to keep hitting you or to hit the two that were attacking the gym.
I'm so
and-
glad you attacked him.
I mean, I had to go with. I mean, the house is just this very primal construct of a thing.
Mhm.
So
They gave me a wonderful name.
They gave you a what?
Gave me a wonderful meme. I dropped it in our Discord.
Oh no.
oh, did you?
Oh, let me see this.
I don't know what this means, but I love this picture. I'm so happy.
That's a good one.
gonna toss that in the
TTRPG.
TPK
Yeah,
show
that's
discussions real
useful.
quick.
Yeah. All I thought when he said, I'm gonna protect Bright like it get by this tree.
Awesome.
Look, he did his work. All right.
I can't say nothing to that. I can't argue with that.
I can claim a small victory in the Battle of One. Leaf was out of it for a huge number of attacks.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
Ficus-
hurt.
Ficus went to
Ficus
sleep
being out
for a huge number of
hurt.
attacks.
was
It
well
worked out
done.
pretty well. So I did get a little worried at the front end because those the blood vampires, the ones that kept trying to possess Uther, there was going to be 4 of those wandering around here, just making you walk into the hedge.
Why?
And then after I nearly killed Bright in 2 hits, I went, I don't know how this will
Thanks.
go.
Thank you.
I thought the challenge was high enough without adding that to it.
I took 53 points of damage in 1 round, and I am a sorcerer, baby.
Yeah, you took that 30 to the face. I was like, oh, this is not gonna go well at all.
Uh-huh.
That magic juice wants to ask, how does it feel to have done a thing?
We did the thing.
The thing.
It was a fun thing.
Like,
I mean, I like whenever we're able to defeat a nemesis. That's for sure. But
Hey, did we level up yet?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
oh my god.
Motherfucking yes.
How long have we been at this level, you guys?
About 4 sessions.
4
Yeah, not that
months?
long.
Now it feels
Wow.
even better to have done the thing.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 sessions.
Because we had like it was way before Strahd's dinner. We haven't leveled up since before then.
Yeah.
It
That
was
was
neat to like watch you all do your thing, and so aggravating that Leaf was out. And well, it wasn't just that he was out of it. It was like that first roll, a 1 and a 2 on the die out of the game.
Yeah.
You know, with
Yep.
advantage. That's just like wonderful way to start the whole thing off. So yeah, that was really interesting and frustrating as a player of like, man, I feel I should be putting out massive amounts of damage and I feel totally useless right now. So
You know,
it was cool. I mean, it wasn't, but it was,
I thought I was done with Barbarian, but I'm putting one more level in Barbarian for that mindless rage because I've had just about enough of motherfuckers trying to possess me.
It's true.
I thought.
And
So
I totally
Gregory,
know how you feel, 20, because think about it. The only thing I hit today was a MacGuffin with my hammer. That's the only thing I managed to hit.
Like, I put down a rope for y'all, and only Ficus used the rope.
Hey, I
Bruh.
tried to use the rope.
Did you
No, it's
Maybe
see
so.
the house flinging boulders? I didn't want to get hit by the house flinging boulders.
Yeah, we
See,
saw
that's the
me get hit
problem.
by a
Y'all
boulder.
gotta stop caring about this whole damage thing. You gotta
says the
embrace-
person taking quarter damage.
Yeah, says
Hey,
the person who got
when I
somebody
only-
to take
when I
half
only
their
take-
damage.
Tell me if I act different when I only take half damage.
That's true. I thought Gregory, when Leaf climbed up on the rock, I figured you were just going to camp up there and start shooting from there because you had the range, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
he might just put down roots.
Just snipe it,
and
yeah.
I
Roots.
could have. It would have minimized the damage I can, like, reduce the extra d6, or potentially like at the end extra 2d6. Can make a big difference if I'm not like rolling 1s and 2s on the damage dice. But more so than that, I was like, when I first got up there, that's what I was intending to do 100%. And then I saw like within short succession, it seemed like everybody was getting hit real hard. And I had all these spell slots, and I'm like, well, I
You gotta
don't
be up
want
for
somebody
heals.
to... What, Nick?
I said you should have been up for heals, basically.
That was totally why I started to move. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't just let them, go down. If I was frustrated, I couldn't get over there to help, maybe even just like wake Ficus up or something. So yeah, the range has an advantage, but it also has a huge disadvantage. So that's why I started to move.
Yep.
So yeah, that was 2 rounds. That was 2 rounds that I couldn't even do anything. First, when I went the wrong direction at the very beginning, and then when I had to go through the hedge. So that's 2 rounds. And then it was like, I just felt like, yeah, my dice were against me today, which it's fine. Like I said, it's fine. It was a very different place to be in the game throughout. The rounds felt so long, but it was fine.
Yep.
I was enjoying the tension of it all. Like, I was sort of vicariously feeling what Leaf must be feeling of like, oh my God, my friends are gonna die. Nothing I do is working. And yeah, how long was Ficus down for? I lost track.
Like 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
3 rounds of sleeping. Yep.
I'm so upset that you went to sleep by 1 hit point.
And no, did we just not have anybody close enough to her to wake her up, or did nobody realize that
No,
she
I was the next lowest in hit points.
No, but
So-
I mean, once you fell asleep, how come we didn't get you back
Uther
up?
was right next to her, and he had a choice: do I kill the Baba Lysaga, or do I wake up, or do I wake up Ficus?
Yeah.
Now, knowing how Uther thinks about like everything,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's an
I
easy choice.
never thought that Uther would wake her up. So when Uther was the only one near her, I was like, "Guess I'm sleeping."
That's why I had hoped the skull would float back up and protect them from the flying boulders, and she'd have a turn to do it. That's why.
Yeah,
I
but
threw
nothing
right in.
protects me from Uther, so.
Uther wasn't gonna. Yeah. She got a turn to wake up fight.
Yeah, it's true. I'm very glad that I woke her up before I died.
And Uther's mind, the whole thing was kill the witch. Oh, the house wants a piece? Let's go then. Like, he never would stop to think, I wonder where my friends are. In his mind, it was just like, it's just me versus these guys. I don't know what the fuck anybody else is doing.
So Uther is unconscious though, right?
No, he's up.
Yeah, Bright
Yeah, so
slaps
Bright-
some heals into him.
Yeah, I
Okay.
healed. That's the
Okay.
very
Bright
first thing.
used the chat healing to get
No,
up.
I actually used to cure wounds, but we could
No,
also
for
use
yourself.
The chat heals.
Oh, okay,
No.
good.
No,
No,
Uther
I
used
didn't.
cure wounds.
Uther.
Okay.
So
We
all
used
those
Trying to
our
keep
chat
own
track.
heals,
magic,
there's still the
baby.
chat heals that are in there.
We should.
If we
Okay,
want
I
to carry
thought
those
for
chat heals
some,
over.
yeah, chat heals will carry over because they're bought. They're
Yeah.
bought items. They'll carry over. They're not
So we
uh,
got 10.
channel
10
points. They're real
D4.
money. So you've got 10 d4s, and I won't write that down. So y'all need to
I
write down.
wrote it down already.
Anyway, so it is midnight. Thank you so much for hanging out. I
Y'all
can
are
say,
wonderful.
and this is a big shout out to Roll20. A fight like this with a hedge maze doesn't work unless you can turn off people's lines of sight. And as soon as you can turn off people's lines of sight with those lines to keep people from going, that's where Leaf loses a round running around.
Mhm.
That's where no one knows exactly which way to go and everything feels weird and wonky. And that's something where the tech has, this is the first time in like whatever I'm at, 20 some years of playing D&D, where the tech allowed me to do something I could never have done before. And
That's so
that
cool.
is so much fun as a DM to play with, because mazes suck when you're doing them in 3D because everybody can see which way to go.
Yep.
Bruh,
Or
I remember
even
when you had to
theater
sit
of the
there for half
mind.
an hour drawing them.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
drawing them one at a time is even worse, and everyone's like 8 different drawings of a maze, and they're tedious. And this worked out. I loved this as a DM. This was fun for me.
Yeah.
This entire fight was a blast for me to DM. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, chat, for hanging out. We will go a rating as soon as I see who we're going to be rating. Let's see. Ink and Liar's playing D&D, so we'll probably go that way. But hope everyone had as much fun as I did, as we did. We will see you in 2 weeks for the aftermath of Baba Lysaga. And I can safely say that I made it through this whole thing without once saying baby lasagna, except then on purpose. So victory
Said
is
Baby
mine.
Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
If you go back in the
was
stream,
close.
anytime one of you said Baba Lasagna, I don't know her name anymore.
Lysaga.
Sure. There's me mouthing baby lasagna.
Good.
Anytime someone said it right, I was like, no.
I
And I was
definitely
really hoping it would get into someone's brain.
I definitely just right away said screw it and just started saying Baba Lasagna immediately.
What are words?
Well, we are packing up to raid. Thank you for hanging
We're
out.
raiding.
Love you all.
Also,
Appreciate
go
it.
check out Jasper's
Jasper's game day. Yep.
middle of their
See
game
y'all in 2
week. They got
weeks.
lots of good games and lots of good people. So go see them too.
Absolutely. I think that's it. We're on our way. See you.